The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I'm back in my zone now.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
'Cause I'm back in my zone now.
I'm gonna keep throwing you into the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
I enjoy when things get a little saucy.
Give me a freaking break!
Every match you play feels like it's the finals.
Fire, you want fire. And that's what the fans want to see. That's what intense tennis is.
What began as a bold idea has now turned into a reality. Over 8 incredible weeks, the Intense League has reignited tennis both on and off the court. New fans found a home, players found a stage, and even though we will crown our first champion and the season comes to an end, the legacy begins. Welcome to Championship Weekend. Hello everyone, I'm JY and the time has arrived for us to find out who will be the first ever Intense League champion. Since mid-June, teams have been battling inside this first-of-its-kind stage that has transformed the sport and created a new pathway to professional tennis where players finally get salaries and men and women compete together with rules such as one serve, timeouts, and substitutions. And this weekend, kings and queens will be crowned and they'll ride off into the sunset, making their mark on tennis history. But before this weekend's coronation, many battles needed to be fought on this court. Let's find out how we arrived to such a special weekend.
Let's go!
It was an intense match. Maybe it didn't go exactly as planned. Credit to Jacksonville.
Sam came out, started on fire.
Kudos to Sam. He started insane.
I just tried my hardest and I got the win today.
That was the most fun tennis match I've ever played in my life.
Opening weekend, there's some nerves, no doubt. For me, I always see these opportunities for improvement.
Hopefully we win that energy battle.
We have a really good plan and it's gonna work.
We also have a very good plan.
They
For sure.
They don't have
We do.
Awesome.
Marcelo did a great job firing us all up.
Somebody has to lose, someone has to win, but I know it's going to make us hungry to come back and beat them.
Obviously, coming in not having won one yet, it makes you hungrier to win one. Time to bring it, time to get a win.
Sam, amazing job in the men's singles.
I had a good game plan coming in, and I stayed within myself.
I'd like to take my hat off to Sam. I think he pulled out a few good shots at the right times, but in general, I just felt like it was an uphill battle.
It's definitely a rivalry. We need it more than the other team.
Sam played well again today.
Each day is a new day. I mean, next week I could be the one flattened.
She brought it today, no doubt.
They really wanted it for the team. Credit to Atlanta today. They played some great stuff throughout, no matter whether they were up or down.
It's been an incredible first season of the Intense League, and to cap it off, my special friend here, Jonathan Stokke, joining us for the whole weekend. Welcome, Jonathan.
Hey, man, awesome to be here for Championship Weekend.
Yeah, well, you said a Championship Weekend. What must these players be going through?
Look, anyone who says they're not nervous today is a total liar, right? Because all you're thinking about is the trophy, winning, all these months that have gone into it. And when you want to be relaxed, you've got to think about the process. But now we're talking about outcome, playoff scenarios. Do we have to win tonight? So these players are going to be tight, and it's who can stay in the present the most that will play the best.
Is this something you guys talk about leading into it? Do you change your practice, or you try to just block it aside?
I think the best teams and the best players keep everything the same. So you have to be aware that the situation is slightly different. There's more on the line. But if your whole routine and process is different, you're going to play tight, and you're probably not going to play your best. So I think teams that have been staying in the present, staying with their normal routines, can play their best under these difficult situations.
Well, in our routine here at Intense, we have a match on Sunday, and then we have another one Saturday night. So tomorrow at 2 p.m., Tampa will be taking on Jacksonville, where we'll see the implications that tonight's match has on tomorrow. So Jacksonville will take on Tampa, and the two storylines right there are going to be women's singles. Tampa is undefeated, Jacksonville winless. Fortunately for Jacksonville, they have Sam Nicholson, the MVP candidate. Will he put on one final memorable performance before season 1 comes to an end? And then Atlanta, they're taking on Jacksonville. They're taking on Tampa tonight to see if they can clinch the title. Now, there are scenarios where that can happen. So let's take a look at that, because all three teams have been eyeing this standings all week. So for Tampa, we'll start off with them. They have the most difficult path. In order for them to still be in it tomorrow, they not only need to beat Atlanta tonight, they need to win all 3 matches, men's singles, women's singles, and the doubles. For Atlanta, for them to clinch it tonight, they need to not only beat Tampa, but they need to win at least 2 of those 3 matches to clinch it. Now for Jacksonville, this is what they're looking for. They would love for Atlanta to lose. But if Atlanta wins and they only win 1 match, which is possible if they win by such a large amount that the other 2 matches are still close enough that Atlanta can win, even then Atlanta can still clinch the title. Or Jacksonville will still be in it. So that is what everybody is looking for. So an incredible night, so many implications for tomorrow. Jonathan, what's the scenario that really stands out to you?
I feel like you guys brought me in for the math, first of all, as a Duke grad, but there's so many different things at play. Tampa started 0-4, and they actually have a chance where they could find a way to come back and win this, which is credit to Elena and her coaching and kind of figuring out. She talked about coaching more with their instinct, but they all have something to play for. They all have a path to winning. Super, super exciting from our end.
So with what they have ahead of them, needing to win all 3 matches, is that a miracle they need or something that they can really do?
It's something they can totally do, right? If you had asked me this a month ago when I was here last time, I'd say it's an absolute miracle. I predicted they were going to lose the match last time. I think they lost by 30. Their doubles is better. Their chemistry is better. They know what they want to do as a team. So it's perfectly possible. They've won 2 matches in a row. They've already beaten Atlanta once. And they just have to take it 1 match at a time. Just win the first 3 bolts, move on to the next one. Don't get ahead of themselves, but they could absolutely do this. It does not require a miracle.
Now, Tampa will be without Vicky Flores, who's been part of this run. She has a shoulder issue, so she's not going to be able to play. Can they do it with just Sion Mendez, Kay Sherborough, and also Christina Wozniak, who got the call up? How important has Vicky been?
Hey, Vicky's been super important, but when you say just Sion Mendez, I take a little offense to that because I've watched Sion play so many times. She is incredible. Great drop shot, great feel, great mover. Has done great this year. So if we're talking about just Sion Mendez, I think Tampa will take that for sure.
And I feel like I should issue an apology to Sion because they are undefeated, and the big reason of that is because of Sion. But now looking at the other side of it with Atlanta, starts with Kevin King, his knee. As you've been looking at him warm up, what do you think? How's he doing, and how important is he for today?
I watched him warm up earlier, and he actually looked good, and Elena was kind of giving him a hard time, but he had a smile on his face where I think he's going to move well. And again, this is what it's all for, right? So is he going to leave it all on the line today? Probably, but I've nicknamed him the Kevin King problem, right? Like, he comes to the net, he acts like he has 2 serves in this format, he goes after it, he makes it quite a bit. So he's such a stud, and if he's even moving at 90% tonight, Tampa's in trouble.
And then, if it's not Kevin, who else does Atlanta need to step up?
Well, Raul, I mean, look, to me, it's kind of is his head screwed on straight? Is he feeling focused? Is he feeling disciplined with his tactics? His game is absolutely electric. He's got a massive forehand. He moves well. He's kind of long and wiry. So Marcelo's lucky. He's got 2 great options, but he can only play 1 at a time. So how does he use those substitutions to kind of feel out who the hotter player is today?
And speaking of hot and cold players, Nori, right? We've seen some pretty consistent levels from Sam and Trey. Is Nori the wild card where Tampa's like, it's got to be you?
Nori is a roller coaster, man. I don't think he even knows what's going to go on with his game. So he can get hot, he can get cold. And again, that's Yelena kind of feeling that early and looking in the eyes. How does he feel? Does he look relaxed? How do the first couple points go? But, hey, this is where big players step up. I mean, if he can come up with some of those highlight shots and get hot for 5 to 7 minutes, that might be the difference in the match.
All right, last question. Which match will be the most important? Men's singles, women's singles, or the doubles?
The first one. Whatever the first match is, both teams need to be just going, hey, the first bolt of the first match, doesn't matter if it's men's singles, women's singles. Obviously, Tampa has to win them all, but they just have to be living in the present. If they start getting ahead of themselves, thinking about playoff scenarios, that's where teams can get in trouble and lose focus. So I expect to see both teams come out like it's the absolute Super Bowl on the first point of the match.
Awesome. Well, coming up shortly, we're going to have Atlanta versus Tampa. But first, our team caught up with the players to get their thoughts on championship weekend.
Having seen anything of it, but I heard about it.
I've only heard that it's incredible and it's something we've never seen before.
I'm the headline, the deadline. I'm a head time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend.
Love that feeling of holding up a trophy.
When you receive one, you know you worked for it and you feel like you deserve it.
It's a nice recognition of all the work you put in.
Luckily, I've been out here building an army. Camouflage on a ride, we run this party.
When they're handing you the trophy, it's like, oh wow, I really did this.
It's just almost a relief, but also joy at the same time.
No matter how many trophies you have, the next one always feels great.
Freaking break. Stick together, guys. Stick together. Let's go. Let's go. I'm Marcelo Ferreira, and I'm coaching the Atlanta team. I grew up in São Paulo, Brazil. Very humble family. I grew up a soccer fan. The things that I've done for soccer is not something that I would be comfortable sharing on camera, but it's just complete insanity.
You have to share something you've done.
So we get to this stadium back in São Paulo, and brawl broke out. Exploded. Fireworks. Burned, pants flopping. Until we finally pretty much got arrested. But we won the championship. Around age 11 to 12, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go play tennis with him at a public club. It's like, man, I never held a tennis racket, but let's go for it. And we went, like just hit a bunch of balls over the fence. And the one thing that kind of made me fall in love with the game is because I'm a super competitive person. And I used to hate playing in the soccer leagues and sometimes losing games because my teammates didn't step up. So I was like, something special about this game. My family didn't have the means to be able to pay for tennis lessons. Coincidentally, a buddy of mine who used to be a ball kid at a tennis academy close to the house, and he gives me a call and asks me if I would love to come in and fill in for the afternoon ball kid who had just quit. I was like, here's an opportunity for me to make a little bit of money and actually play tennis. So I jumped on my beat-up bike and went to the academy. I tried to maximize on the opportunity of being able to listen to the coaches teaching their students and try to practice whatever they taught against the wall. I always saw every job as an opportunity to move out of that type of life. Not that we struggled in any way, shape, or form, but I just do, especially being in the tennis world, my family couldn't afford it. I'm not the most talented guy. I think God gave me the gift of hard work. I'm relentless.
Welcome back to championship weekend here at the INTENNSE Arena, where prime time is about to happen. The title is on the line and the lights are about to go on as we have Atlanta versus Tampa. Right now, last weekend, everything is on the line. Two teams going head to head. Tampa late season resurgence. Atlanta trying to hang on, but we have to take a look at that Tampa lineup that is going to be trying to stop Atlanta's title town tonight. We look at Tampa, Sion Mendez, such a dominant force, undefeated in women's singles. Kristina Wozniak stepping in for Vicky Flores, Kate Sharabura. Then on the men's side, you have Nori Adam, the captain, Sam Frizzell, who's been the leader in men's singles, and the man who's joining Kelly Kroll courtside right now, Trey Mallory.
Yeah, Trey, it is championship weekend. It is finally upon us, so I'd love for you to rewind and give us an overview of just your thoughts so far of Intense Tennis.
I think we had a little bit of a shaky start, I think we needed some time to get used to the new format and stuff, but I think we're definitely improving. We're starting to win now, and hopefully we can win today and tomorrow and win the trophy, hopefully.
Yeah, well, and you know what that's going to take, right? You got to take all three here tonight. So what is the mindset of your team like coming into this match?
Just hard work and, just try our best, really. I know Atlanta's a good team, so we'd have to put on our A game today.
You've had pretty good luck watching Sam Frizzell get started, and then Nori and you have given him a breather here and there. What has started to work with that pattern for you guys?
I mean, it all depends on the matchup. You know, today might be different. Who knows? It's up to Coach JY. But yeah, it all depends on who we play against, and I think it might be different today, so you never know. Yeah.
You guys look like you have a pretty good thing going here. Would you say so?
Yeah, it's like a family. You know, we're all real close, so it's nice. It's nice to play with people you like, you know, your friends. You know, we want to play good for each other.
All right, you guys, best of luck, Team Tampa.
Thank you.
There you have it, JY. That's what it's all about. And Team Tampa, they know exactly what they have to do here tonight to be in contention tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks, Kelly. So awesome with what he said about playing for your family. It's fantastic. But on the other side, trying to break up that family will be Team Atlanta. As you see there, Delaney Hewitt, Tanya Sostinskaya, Adriana Remy. So a little bit of a different team on the women's for this weekend for Atlanta. Then Raul Garcia back in the lineup. Kevin King, who we talked about, and Trent Bride, the Atlanta native. Coming up shortly, Atlanta-Tampa, title on the line. We'll be back.
I made more money this past weekend in 3 days playing Intense than I ever made playing a pro tournament. I'm Max Benson, Jacksonville. I started Intense. I'm playing futures and such, and you know, making money is really hard when you're playing futures. I would say a lot of people probably look at tennis as like a rich person's sport, which having a lot of money makes things easier because then you're not thinking about that. But like in my case, I would say it's more, oh wow, I have to book a flight, book a hotel, and then on top of all of that, I have to pay for my food, my travel, the entry fee, all the stringing. I mean, a lot goes into it. Once I graduated, I did have a nice graduation present from my parents, so I could go play in Europe. But after that, it was all back on me. I had never booked a flight for myself before. I had never booked a hotel, Airbnb, public transport. I went to tournament after tournament. I don't know anybody. They might not even speak English. I went there and figured it out by myself. Everything is on you, like when you're playing pro tennis. So if you do choose to travel with a friend, with a coach, with a physio, whoever you want to travel with, you have to pay them, and you also end up paying their expenses. Sometimes you kind of think in the back of your head, well, the only way I end in the green this week is if like I make semis or final or win the tournament. I went to Austria, and my buddy and I, we played a 25K. We won the doubles, and we still probably ended maybe positive 100 euros by the end of the week. With the money that I'll make from Intense, I'll be able to play way more. After this past weekend, I basically doubled my bank account.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena here where Atlanta's getting ready to take on Tampa. Championship weekend title is on the line. But last weekend there were a lot of movement in the standings. Let's take a look at what happened that brought it to today.
This guy stepped up and just absolutely tore it up.
You know, they came, they had a lot of good players.
My favorite part was playing doubles with Vicky. I love to win with Quinn. So much fun. Get it?
Got a little bit of a win streak going now.
Yeah, it's definitely a rivalry. We need it more than the other team.
Sam played well again today.
Each day is a new day. I mean, next week I could be the one flying.
She brought it today, no doubt.
I guess I really wanted to for the team out here how important it is.
Credit to Atlanta today. They played some great stuff, no matter whether they were up or down. I'm just excited to come back next week.
Welcome back here as we are getting ready for the championship on the line. We'll see how much is on the line tomorrow at 2 p.m. where Jacksonville takes on Tampa. But right now, Atlanta's taking on Tampa. JY and Jonathan Stokke here. A lot on the line last weekend. A lot happened, up and down movement in the standings. Let's talk a little bit about how we even got to here.
Right, so Atlanta wins the night match last week against Jacksonville, and so they put everything, it's in their own hands. They control their own destiny, and then they have to come back the next day, Sunday at 2, and then they lose to Tampa, who they're now playing tonight, right? So this is where it's very tricky. You have some history there. You have some bad feelings where you could have put it away last weekend, but you didn't. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how both teams handle it. We talked about this championship weekend. There's nerves, but just knowing how difficult it was for them last week against the same team, that'll be interesting to see how they handle that today.
And how much of that does carry over, because it's not just that they could have really locked it away last weekend and made it so much easier for themselves, talking about Team Atlanta here, but now they're also up against Tampa, hottest team in the league.
Yep, I mean, Tampa coming off 2 wins in a row, and like we said, they beat Atlanta. And look, when someone's beating you, that damages your psyche for sure. When you feel invincible, you're confident under pressure, you think things are going to go your way. Once you take a loss, specifically to a team that you're now playing, that is very, very mental for you. So it'll be interesting to see if players can refocus, flush that down the toilet, say, hey, this is a new day. I got to focus on today only, and it doesn't matter what happened last week. But it'll be interesting to see how each individual player handles that stress.
Is this a crazy question to ask where Atlanta's in first place, but are they actually the favorites to win tonight?
It's tricky. I mean, look, if you're saying, like, what was it, 6 days ago, and they took a loss, right? So are they the favorites? I would say yes. All season long, I thought Kevin King, when healthy, is one of the best players out here. He's been great. We got Raul. Their singles is very, very strong on the men's side, and they control their own destiny. So they kind of are. On the other hand, I would not be shocked at all if Tampa won this and put themselves into the championship fight for tomorrow, which would be insane considering last time I was here, they were winless. So everyone's got something to play for.
All right. One word, one answer. Tampa or Atlanta? Who?
Tampa.
Oh, we're going to see it when we come back. Atlanta versus Tampa. Our team's going to be getting ready in the truck there. It's going to be amazing. There they are, getting us ready. 7 minutes. Stay with us. Championship title on the line.
And cap it. 3, 2, 1, A, full.
I'm Nuruddin Adam. I play for Team Tampa. One of my nicknames is Smiley. From Sudan originally. I have a big family. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. I'm very thankful for my parents because they did more than what they can just to make sure that we don't need anything. My history with tennis started with my grandfather, who used to work as a caretaker at the tennis club. And back in the day, tennis always for like the high class. My family comes from a lower class, so there was no chance of me being here. My dad grew up and started working there as well. Gave him like a small house in the tennis club. And then ended up being a coach. Like, he learned playing tennis, he learned all the techniques. The moment you were born, you start walking, here's the racket, the court is literally 5 meters from the house. So like, it's crazy because I think about it almost every day. Just me being here, like, what if my dad just decided to do something else? I was number 8 in Africa, playing 14 and under, and I get the chance to play the Masters, where like the top 8, getting my first ATP point at the age of 16. That's when I was like, oh, like I can actually like play. The journey from Sudan to the U.S. I've seen a lot of friends went to college in the U.S., so I'm like, okay, if they can be on full scholarship, then I can be as well. I think my mom is mad at me up to this day about it.
Guys, I need a Negro Modelo.
Negro Modelo, what is that?
It's a dark beer.
Okay. I'm not a beer drinker.
No.
Swag. Chip Rally.
Wait. Rallying with Chip Rally.
Produced and directed by Chip Rally. Starring Chip Rally.
Okay, that's all you get. All right. Okay, bye. Chip Rally here for the Chip Rally Show. Tennis. You want to hit deep. So I've decided to hit deep with some of the best tennis players in the Intense Tennis League. I'm here with Annabelle Thomas.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. So, college baller, former, you?
Yep. UNF, Clemson.
University of Florida Tech?
University of North Florida.
North Florida?
Yeah.
Northeast Florida?
Just North Florida.
Division
1.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
How'd you fare on the team? What number did you play?
Started at 7, and then went 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's the right way to go.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't go down.
Yeah.
It's gradually up.
I went the other way. Yeah. Sorry, Coach Tucker at the Ohio State University. Pull up your pants, okay? It's kind of, you're an old man. Cheating. Let's get right into it.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. Cheat happens. I have a shirt that says that. You want to buy it or?
How much?
That's a good question. I need to give it a price before I sell it. You did graduate university, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about what makes a strong team player.
And someone who's selfless. They want to play for their team and they want to get the best out of themselves, the best out of their teammates.
Do you have any tactics for tennis players to get the best out of their teammates?
Ooh. I think just being honest with your teammates.
Yeah.
And knowing what your teammates' strengths are, knowing what your strengths are, and then working together.
What's an example of working together with a teammate?
Just pumping them up, making them feel good, telling them when they need to get that together.
So if you wanted to make me feel good right now, how would you pump me up?
I'd be like, Chip, let's go. Today's your day. Play to your strengths.
I don't know. I just feel like there's so much pressure in the world, and my backhand sucks.
But what about your forehand?
Well, it's pretty good.
Then use it. I've seen you use it. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm putting you on.
All right.
I don't love trash talking, but I can't help but do it when I get out on the court. My name is Kevin King, and I'm playing for Team Atlanta. I grew up in Peachtree City. I started playing tennis at the age of 4. My parents both started playing tennis as adults, so they got me involved down at the tennis center. I've loved the game. I have always dreamed of playing pro tennis. That was a goal of mine from as long as I can remember. Pete Sampras was always my favorite player growing up, so Wimbledon was my favorite tournament. I definitely modeled a lot of my game style after him. I never felt like I was one of the best. I had decent results, but I always felt like I had to keep putting in the work, keep trying to reach some of the guys that were consistently maybe just a little bit better than me. I was just always passionate about the one-on-one competition in tennis. I think it's just so cool being able to be out there competing against someone. I remember one of my first tournaments, it was an 8 and under tournament, and I won the tournament and got probably the biggest trophy I ever got to this day. In the juniors, some of my most memorable accomplishments was a bronze ball in doubles, Super Nationals, and then winning a couple of national tournaments that my coach directed here in Atlanta at the Peach State. I considered going pro as opposed to going college, but I felt like I still had a lot of room for growth in my game. It was important for me to take my game to the next level to prepare for the pro tour. It was a pretty easy choice for me to choose Georgia Tech. College tennis was one of the best experiences I've had in the game of tennis. I think being able to play team tennis with a bunch of guys that have the same goals was really incredible. Putting in the work, grinding together, struggling together, winning together. It was really such a cool experience. You become like a family.
confidence and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
I'm gonna keep burying you into the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
Welcome everyone to Championship Weekend at the INTENNSE Arena. Since mid-June, teams have been battling inside this one-of-a-kind stage that has created a new pathway to professional tennis with rules such as timeouts and substitutions. And coming up, Atlanta takes on Tampa with the title on the line. Hello everyone, I'm JY and this is not your traditional tennis. There are some new rules, so let's find out what you need to pay attention to as we get started.
From Team Atlanta, if you want to watch Intense, you gotta know the rules because it's different from the tennis you're used to. Let's go.
Intense is a team sport. Each team consists of 6 players, 3 men, 3 women, roll on, roll off, substitutes all throughout.
Each Pro League duel is made up of 3 matches, men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles.
Each match is made up of 3 10-minute bolts with shot clocks in use. Each team has 2 timeouts per match.
We have easy-to-follow numerical scoring with 1 point for a regular win and 2 points for a clean winner.
1 toss, 1 serve. Once the ball is in the air, you gotta hit it, make it, or lose the point.
The server sets the pace. Returners must be ready, and there's a maximum of 14 seconds between points.
Bolt 6 electric line calling will be overseen by Intense officials.
At the end of each match, the highest score wins. A deciding point will be played if teams are tied at the final whistle of the final bolt.
The team with the highest aggregate score at the end of the final ball of the final match is declared the winning team and takes home the cash.
Got it? Good. Enjoy the matches.
All right, here's the Atlanta lineup. Let's meet them.
Delana Hewitt, Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm an animal whisperer. All the animals are my friends.
Tanya Sasna-Sky, University of Texas at Austin. I can think of anything.
Adriana Rami, NC State, and I like to sketch small objects and landscapes, but I'm not sketchy.
Raul Garcia, Kansas State, and I got my first ATP point when I was 16. It's not a big deal.
Kevin King, Georgia Tech, and I'm a huge Steelers fan.
Trent Bride, University of Georgia, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 1 minute.
That's Team Atlanta. Now let's meet Tampa.
Sion Mendes, Sydney, Australia, and I play professional pickleball too. Fight me.
Christina Wozniak, Mississippi State. I love bird watching, and storks are super cute, and they're my favorite.
Kate Sharabura, Georgia Tech, and I'm a dual citizen of the U.S. and Canada, eh?
Nori Adam, FAMU, and I'm also a South Carolina rapper. Played a lot of sports. They didn't make no sense, so I picked the tennis racket. It was more intense.
Trey Mallory, UNC Wilmington, huge Manchester United fan.
Sam Frizzell, Xavier University, and I can play piano, guitar, and clarinet at the same time. Kind of. Not very well, but we get it done.
And that's Team Tampa.
And now it's time to meet your players. This is Atlanta versus Tampa. First up, Team Atlanta. Led by their coach from Brazil. He's a part instructor, part hype man. He is Marcelo Ferreira. From right here in the ATL, Georgia, he's a 3-time ITA All-American for the University of Georgia. He got that dog in him. Make some noise for Trent Bride. From Santa Cruz de la Sierra, Bolivia, he is a former #1 ranked junior in his home country. OMG, it's RG. Make some noise for Raul Garcia. From Peachtree City, Georgia, a tennis prodigy since he was 4 years old. He owns up to being the king of the court. You already know, crown him. Make some noise for Kevin King. From Belarus, her teammates may call her T, but she hides her sweet side as a beast on the court. Make some noise for Tanya Snusnosaya. From Miami, Florida, tennis is in her blood as her mom passed her love for professional tennis down to her. Bringing the heat to Intense, make some noise for Adriana Rahami. From Cleveland, Ohio, a multi-sport athlete who can dominate on the basketball court, but a monster on the tennis court. Make some noise for Delana Hewitt. Make some noise for Team Tampa. Team Tampa, led by their coach from France, from collegiate player to head coach within a year, she's a shooting star of success. Make some noise for Yelena Labat. From Southampton, Bermuda, a back-to-back-to-back-to-back four-time CAA champion with James Madison, bringing the Tropical Thunder onto the court. Make some noise for Trey Mallory. From Looks, Florida, he's representing the Sunshine State and shines bright like a diamond every time he plays. It's San Francisco. From Sudan, a standout on the ATP Tour since he was 16. Big grin, even a bigger game. It's Smiley. Make some noise for Nori Adam. Hey, Smiley. From right here in Atlanta, Georgia, an ITA All-American from Georgia Tech. At 6'1", she towers over the competition, both physically and mentally. Make some noise for Kate Sharabora. From Ukraine, on the SEC Academic Honor Roll at Mississippi State, and her smarts are unmatched to play on the court. Make some noise for Kristina Wozniak. From Sydney, Australia, rooted in Argentine flair, she came from down under to come out on top with Intense. Can we make some noise for Sion Mendez? Make some noise for both of our teams, Team Atlanta and Team Tampa.
And those are our two incredible teams. You can see how close they've become throughout this entire season as they're getting ready with the championship on the line. I'm JY Bonnet, Jonathan Stokke joining us all weekend. What are you looking forward to the most?
I mean, obviously so much on the line, right? Atlanta controls their own destiny. They need to come out here and win at least 2 matches and win the overall match. I'm looking at this first bolt, though. It's not just the first bolt. It's literally Tampa's playoff lives. They have to come out here from the start. So I'm interested to see the energy and the tactics that both teams bring early on here.
All right, one for each team. What's the one player for both Tampa and Atlanta that you think needs to dominate tonight?
Sion for Tampa, Kevin King for Atlanta. Those are my 2 studs. They're both great players. See what they can do tonight.
Well, it'll be interesting to see it for Kevin. You know, been battling with the knee injury, trying to stay healthy. Gave it all that they had against Jacksonville last Saturday night. And they got the victory, but then they just could not come back the next day. It just happened too fast. Let's see if he's recovered enough. They managed him yesterday and throughout the week as they get ready. And now it's our turn to get ready with Sebastian Nunez as women's singles will get us started.
This is the start of our women's singles. To help out with the coin toss is our ball boy Kishan. Tampa is the host. It's a call. Heads or tails? Heads is the call. It's tails. Atlanta to serve. Good match.
All right. Women's singles to get started, but more than anything, we get to introduce a special guest, Martin Blackman. Martin, how you doing?
Great to be with you guys. So pumped to be here.
I love the format. I've talked to Marcelo a few times about it, and I just love it. I mean, you guys are bringing a new segment to the game, introducing it to them in a way that's incredibly exciting and easy to consume. So yeah, and good to see you, JY. Good to meet you, Jonathan.
Yeah, as we get started here, Tanya Sosnowskaya on the far side getting started for Atlanta. Sion Mendez on the near side for Tampa. We'll play 3 10-minute bolts. Men's singles will come after this. But Martin, you've spent so much of your time trying to grow the game so much at USTA. And now I'd say congratulations. CEO at JTCC. We even have one of your coaches coaching our teams here. So just with everything you've been trying to do with tennis, you know, how much does this fall in line with just trying to get different ways for players to get into the game?
Yeah, thanks for that, JY. I mean, first off, my 10 years at the USTA with player development was amazing. I loved every single day. And I think what we're seeing in American tennis right now is a testament to a partnership between player development, the private sector, and the USTA sections that you were a big part of, JY. When you look at the possibility of having 5 women in the top 10 on Monday, Emma at 11, when you look at Ben winning last week and how the men are doing in the last 3 years, I want to take the things that I learned in that role to JTCC. JTCC's got an amazing, holistic, comprehensive program. Juniors, adults, wheelchair, development, high performance. And it really doesn't matter what a kid's upside is there. We're going to help them maximize it. So I'm incredibly excited to join starting October 1st. And I also want to say that the team there, led by Ray Benton for 17 years, has done an amazing job.
It's awesome. We're looking forward to see how you handle everything there. Very exciting. And, you know, as much as so much success on the pro side coming through the men, the women, Ben Shelton with his win in Canada, but yep. Taylor Fritz also, Tommy Paul, so much of that time when you were there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But it all starts with the juniors, right? And so how important is it?
JY, you nailed it, man. All starts with the juniors, and that's why it's so exciting to be going back to JTCC and really try to build a program or build on a program that's already very good, but really build on top of that to become a center of excellence that the whole country can look to. And then at the same time, we'll be looking out to learn from other programs in this country and around the world.
Martin, you know, you're big in player development. You've worked with so many players from the ground up. They become professionals. When you look at this league with the unique aspects, 2 points for a winner, 1 serve only, what is it about this league that you think could actually help develop players for any level of tennis, for any rules of tennis?
Well, what I love about this format, Jonathan, a few things. One is it's a bridge to the pros. So these players, super talented college players, already playing some pro tennis, already have a ranking. But just to be in this type of arena, feel some pressure, have some guaranteed funding that's going to help them finance their schedule for the rest of the year. But just being on a stage that inspires them, you know, that gives a young person the belief that they can go out there and make it. 2-3 years it might take them, but this is such a great launching pad that you guys have created. I love the focus on every point. I love the point system, 1 point, 2 point winner. I love the one serve, creates a lot of accountability. And I love the subbing in and subbing out. You gotta be ready to go at any time. So I just think this format is awesome. And I think the people that lead this event, they're gonna do 2 things. One is they're gonna wanna come back, and 2 is they're going to want to go to a traditional event as well. So it's a total win-win.
Awesome, absolutely. Well, Martin, we really appreciate your time coming in on a Saturday night and just taking a look at this and spending some time. Best of luck to you at JTCC. Great to see you again.
Thanks, JY. Thanks, Jonathan. I want to thank Marcelo as well for being a part of the leadership of this amazing event. You guys take care.
Thank you. You too. 11-8 for Atlanta on the far side. Tanya, good tennis to get started. We've seen 2+2s from her already, and the crowd is rocking, and drop shot dragging comes to life.
Right on cue. I'm so glad we can talk about it. I mean, she's already hit 1 good drop shot from above her shoulder, but that thing when she gets a little underspin, nasty, 2-pointer, gets her right back within 1 point.
Yeah, sold out crowd, completely full. I mean, might have even gone over the capacity. Let's not tell the fire marshal. But I don't know, it is loud in here tonight, and it is fun.
It's got a different vibe for sure. I mean, when you know there's a finality to it, especially from both sides, you can feel a little more tension for sure. And there were a couple nervy shots to begin. Both players settling in, look a little more comfortable. And we're going to see this matchup a lot throughout the 3 bolts. You know, Tanya versus Sion, the 1 versus the 1.
It's a good change of pace.
I mean, that's one thing that makes Sion so great is her variety, right? She can throw in a drop shot, she can throw in the slice, she can take pace off on the forehand. Someone like Tanya, who's low to the ground, just likes to rip. You know, that can give her trouble. And in the past, it's kind of worked well using that variety against Tanya.
We see how many people have had to use the standing room only portion because all the seats are filled up, so they had to stand and watch. Just an incredible atmosphere right now. And a big shout out to the sponsors that got us to tonight. Championship weekend. Atlanta can clinch tonight if they win 2 of 3 matches. Women's singles first will be really interesting to see. Atlanta, Marcelo and Tanya, they had a very emotional exchange on Sunday. Both of them were very tired. Marcelo was just trying to figure out a great conversation with him on how he was trying to manage Tanya. And even though they've been playing together for 6 weeks, the one thing that Marcelo did bring, he's like, I'm still learning about Tanya. I'm still learning about how to coach her when she's tired. He tried to press some buttons to see if that fired up. It didn't work out. It's going to be interesting. He had a great talk after that event to explain himself, and there he is right there, locked in. You know, he explained what he was trying to do and said, hey, maybe I went too far. Really cool. I think it's one of those things where it's what I love about this league, the access we have to the coaches. Because when you hear what they have to say and how they manage it, how much it makes sense on how the match went.
It's all a learning process, right? I mean, Tanya knows that Marcelo cares about her, and so, you know, last week got a little intense, but guess what? That's how you learn. That's how you push each other's limits a little bit. You see what you can get away with. But I'm looking at Tanya's eyes. We do the eye check, right? Tanya's eyes look good tonight. She looks focused, she looks calm, but she also has energy for this match. So I really like her court presence right now.
15-13, 2-point lead on the far side for Tanya. Sion trying to accelerate and just sends it a little too far. And we see a substitution, Christina Wozniak having to step in for Vicky Flores, who had shoulder injuries and couldn't play it. And we have Marcelo here. Marcelo, great start by Tanya.
Definitely good start, you know, like different from what we had last weekend. I like how well composed she is. She's being patient. We know Sion is really tough. She's going to make a lot of balls. So right now I'm very happy with what she's doing. You know, no reason to change. I'm not expecting her to get 10, 15 points ahead. We just got to stay composed and just look for some holes to take the lead here. Now is a good opportunity against Christina. I think she's going to do better against Christina.
What's one thing you want from Tanya right now?
Say that again?
What's one thing you want from Tanya right now?
I would like for her to just find a perfect balance between making balls but also taking advantage of some of the shorter balls and playing inside the baseline. Sometimes she goes to both extremes. She's either just being too aggressive or playing too far back. I don't want her to be passive because all of a sudden she's just moving all over the place, and I'm planning on playing her a good amount of minutes today, so I need to make sure that she's taking opportunities to shorten the point.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcelo. Good luck to you all today. As Tanya sends that forehand into the net, 18-16.
She's not gonna hurt you. Be patient, okay? Here we go. You got it, girl. You got it.
And Christina's job.
Finish the boat strong.
You see her get subbed in here. I think she's trying to tread water. I think Yelena wanted to talk to Sion, calm her down a little bit. She blasted a few forehands like 10 feet deep. I see Yelena over there coaching up Sion. I think she's going to come right back in. It was just kind of a little reset. Calm down. Let's get back to work. And Christina's doing a great job of giving her that breather and giving Yelena time to coach her up.
Yeah, Christina being called up. Vicky Flores, who's been part of that resurgence for them. And there's the Tampa coach, Elena Labat, having to make some decisions this morning when she found out Vicky Flores had shoulder impingement, just could not play. They had to find somebody to come in, unfortunately. Christina, who's here for the challenge team, played in multiple preseason events, played in multiple matches when she started for Jacksonville early in the year. So fortunately, she was able to get a great free agent with a lot of experience in our format.
Yep, tennis, coaching, life, it's about problem solving. And they had a problem. Vicky couldn't play today last second. You just got to solve it and move on, right? The league keeps going, championship on the line. Sion back in. Let's see if she can calm down a little bit. Still blasting the ball a little deep on that forehand. It's clean. It's just maybe a little amped up, you know?
A little out of control, and I wonder if that's them feeling the pressure with they have to win every match.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's no margin for error. And the scary thing for Tampa, and look, 4 points is nothing, especially halfway through first bolt, but they don't have much of a margin. So they get down 10 or 15, they're going to start pressing, and usually pressing leads to more errors like that. So they got to make sure this always stays within single digits. But Sion is amped tonight. She's crushing the ball.
Yeah, just 23-18 Atlanta, but I think the story really is Tanya just being steady, but Sion just a little bit out of control. We haven't seen this from her, but she also hasn't played with this kind of pressure before.
Yep, it's handling the moment. We know they're both going to be excited, right? They both have energy. Sion might be just a touch too keyed up. Like I said, looking at Tanya's eyes, she looked focused, she looked calm, she looks very in her element right now. Look at that forehand. I mean, absolutely absurd that we saw that earlier. But again, good drop shot from Sion. That was the one little bit of touch, but then later in the bolt, she kind of started blasting some balls deep, a few unforced errors, so just getting comfortable.
Yeah, so we're going to send it down courtside with Kelly, who Atlanta had their own injury bug bite them, with Michaela Gordon, the captain, who is unable to play tonight.
They did. The captain, who's still here cheering on her team on a big night, championship weekend. Show us the wound first and tell us how you're feeling, Michaela.
Yeah, sadly fell during my last match and couldn't be on the court today, but super excited to be supporting from the sidelines. And I think that's what's so cool about this format, is that you can still hopefully play a role like on the sidelines.
What do you think of the start Tanya's had so far? You know her very well. You also have seen plenty of Sion. What do you think as balls are flying by us right now in the interview?
It's incredible. I mean, Tanya's playing so well, and both of them are just kind of trading punches, like being super aggressive. But it was cool to see Tanya get the upper hand in a lot of those rallies. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna, keep staying strong. And I think Sion was feeling a little nervous too.
How do you feel like your team overall is handling tonight, knowing what's at stake?
They're doing awesome. There's so much energy, and I definitely feel like the crowd support being like, even though we're not the home team, being the Atlanta team, I think they're doing great and feeling that energy.
Michaela, thank you for joining us tonight. We miss you already, but root on that team of yours, okay?
Yeah, let's go ATL. Come on.
There you go, guys. Singles Bolt 1 under. We are headed to Women's Singles Bolt 2 next.
Second women's singles bolt about to get started. We'll see if we can get a little bit more of a settled in Sion. It's still close, only a 5-point lead. Tanya's off to a much better start. Whatever speech Marcelo gave them after last weekend seems to have worked so far.
Yep, sometimes losses lead to growth, usually more than wins. And I also saw Sion on that break. She got a new racket out with a different tension. So we're going to see. She's searching right now, which makes me a little nervous because it tells you she's uncomfortable, but I do like that she's changing something because it wasn't working in the last bolt. Which
will be interesting because we've been playing inside the same arena with the same temperature, with the same balls in the same court. So maybe it is nerves, or I don't want to say it's about Sion, maybe a little lack of preparation, not testing her strength. We'll find out after.
Yeah, hey, look, but again, this isn't just another match. This is for a championship. This is for their lives, right? This is for their intense tennis lives. And so you have more physical energy, you've got more adrenaline, and that plays on the strings, on the tension, all that things. It's very, very different than a normal match for them.
Yeah, I wonder if she's going to send a racket to get strung pretty quickly with our hardcore tennis stand that we have on the side here that's been helping us out with stringing the whole time. And Tanya's playing better. We've actually seen her be the aggressor today.
When you're looking at Atlanta, look, they're in the pole position, right? You want someone to come out like Tanya right off the bat. She's not making many unforced errors. She's actually hitting a really good ball, too. So not only is she being solid, maybe that's the only way you can get 2 points off her right now, but she's been so solid right now. She's not giving away anything for free, and that pressure is going to start building up if she can stay consistent with that. Yep, I like that, playing a little height. There you go.
But Tanya's doing a good job stepping up a little bit as Yelena looks on and tries to yell some words of advice to Sion. Tanya's doing a better job stepping in and flattening it out and not letting Sion use that change of pace too much.
Tanya looks like a mobile ball machine right now. So outside of these drop shot 2-pointers, when the rallies have been exchanged back and forth, Tanya is smoking it right now. She looks so simple and solid. Sion's gonna have to mix up, give her some variety.
Hey, Yelena, it's JY. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, so what do you think from Sion?
I feel like she's really tight today. She's overthinking a lot.
What?
But hopefully she get it back. She was thinking that, I mean, she's playing a little bit faster. I mean, the crowd is too loud, so we don't have anyone from Tampa. It's complicated. She knows she's been winning, so if she didn't start really well, so I think it's in her mind right now.
Okay, so what's one thing you want to see from her right now?
She gotta play more angles and drop shots. She make her play amazing because she's behind the baseline. The solution against her is just playing more angles, opening the court, making her to the net, and then she making come to the net so she can pass her as well. She's doing really well on that. Staying on the baseline like this, it's yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Yelena. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Wow. I mean, that's the response Yelena wants. 3 extra winners for Sion right now, 5-3 in the winner column, and that's a bunch of extra points that have kept this close.
This is where, as a fan, I always get nervous, right? So I go, man, Tanya's playing so well. She's so solid. Sion looks tight. She switched rackets, and it's a 1-point deficit. Like, that's where I'd be a little worried as an Atlanta fan going, man, I feel like we've had all the momentum, and yet we don't have much of a lead.
Yeah, and then it's just only a matter of time. You've seen this happen in sports so often, that one team that just hangs around, and then finally the pressure gets to the team that was ahead the whole time.
That's a big touch right there.
Yep, 30-28, but that was a big touch. We've seen a couple of the net court winners for Sion get them +2s, only there +1. Delana Hewitt, new member of the Atlanta team, part of the injury bug well, get to the timeout before I find my words.
That's the way to get it. So here's the thing, I mean, like you saw the match. You're gonna be able to use more pace when you go to her backhand, but that's why she's gonna be able to hurt you a little bit more. Just make sure those stay very active when you go to the forehand, because you might get some loopy balls. But those you see and you wanna kill it, you don't need it, okay? Especially because with your serve, if you're going to the forehand, a lot of balls are gonna come here, okay?
If I go forehand wide on the deuce side, is she gonna rip it line?
If you go to the forehand, with Sion, if you serve to the forehand, she might, but the thing is with your serve popping up, she might not be able to really attack you. Then be ready. Take the ball, cut it, go cross court.
Just keep using it and be like, take more space, look at the club. Okay? Use that, because right now, you came back up a lot. I mean, that was 30-28 anyway. And keep managing the point, be the one aggressive, okay? Let's go, come on!
32-28, and we have another guest joining us, Andrea Seppi, former ATP player. Are you in Colorado right now?
Yes, I am. Hello to everybody.
Oh, summertime in Colorado, that's the place to be.
Yeah, it's perfect. In the mountains, pretty hot still, but enjoy the summer here, yeah.
So what's life been like for you? Been retired for a little bit while, but you played everywhere. I remember watching you play Federer at the Australian Open 4-set match, I believe. So you played at all the slams, all the events, but now you see this. What do you think about this so far?
Nice. I saw some highlights, from older matches, and it's, a great format for sure. It's very exciting. I have to say, very fast, because in the end, just with, one serve and 14 seconds between the points, it's, you have to think fast, you have to move fast, and I think it's exciting also for the people who watch. So it's a great format, and I think it's also later probably good, once you go back to the normal times, that you have, you have more time, and you can play more relaxed, I think.
Yeah, and it's definitely happened to me. I go watch traditional tennis, and I'm like, no, what are they doing catching the toss? Because you can't catch the toss here. But for you, I mean, you've played Davis Cup, you've played in the team formats, but you've never played with substitutions where you can go in and out. What do you think about that rule?
That is a crazy rule. I really like it, because when there is a tense moment, or you can feel like the player is getting a little tense, you just put in a different one, and so on. So, or maybe he's getting tired. So I think it's really exciting to see. Yeah.
Andreas, I would love to know what your strategy would be when you were playing if you only had one serve.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I probably would have liked it even more because, you know, I mean, I wasn't like a big server on tour, but I think I was more like a baseline player. So maybe, you know, getting rid of first serve from a lot of players would have helped me, I think. So, yeah.
I want to know, and don't worry, we won't tell anybody. When you were playing Davis Cup, was there ever a time when you're like, man, can we pull this guy out so like I can play or somebody else can play? This guy is just terrible right now. Do you ever have one of those moments?
I mean, not terrible, but you always, you know, watching, I think, from the outside is even more difficult than being on the court, you know, like you're more tense just watching than on the court. So you always want to play and you always, you know, want to help your team. So, of course, there were moments where maybe, you know, I was just on the bench and you were thinking, yeah, why I'm not playing, and I want to play. So, yeah, of course, I had those kind of moments.
Yeah, awesome. Well, look, Andreas, just really appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time as we bring you into this league. We are coming back next year, season 2. If you're bored in the summer in Colorado, it's getting a little hot, we are indoors. You want to sign up, we can reach out to you.
Yes, I spoke with Claudio, you know, Pistolesi, coach from Jacksonville, a little bit, and yeah, he explained me a little bit, you know, what's going on with this event and what they want to do next year, and it's very exciting. And I mean, we'll be glad, you know, we'll be nice to be part of it for sure. It seems a fun event.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully the next time we talk, we're in person together and you are on the court here. Thank you, Andrea.
Well, thank you, appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Well, Atlanta's been on a roll so far, 46-35.
Delena's played for 5 minutes and she's got 5 2-pointers. I mean, I'm so impressed. Yeah, there you go, that's on me. But I remember when she played for the challenge team a couple weeks ago, she kind of struggled, she looked uncomfortable. She's been so good, and you've seen Sione a couple times throwing her hands up, like, what am I supposed to do? Very impressive for her coming in, and she's extended this lead.
Well, Delena has that power where she can take over and not let Sione play, but at the same time, she can misfire a little bit. 46-37 as we come into the last minute of this second of 3 10-minute bolts.
And this last minute is so important. I mean, if Sione goes into the third bolt at 5 or 6 points, it's doable. If somehow Delena gets a 2-pointer or 2 here to double digits.
And so remember, as we go into the final bolt, Tampa has to win every single match to keep their championship hopes alive. So they can win the overall duel, but they have to win one of these, either women's singles, men's singles, or doubles. And right now, they are going to need a comeback. Ooh. That's a way to do it right there, +2.
And this comeback, absolutely massive. I believe it was 11 points about a minute ago, and now we're down to 5. Sione is hung in there. Oh, so killer. There's time for one more if she wants it. Will she take it? And not only has Delena played well, but she's given Tanya a rest as well.
Wow. Big forehand right there to cut the lead. One more point in, 47-42 for Atlanta. The crowd is loving it, but Tampa's loving the way Sione pushed at the end to keep it close, Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, that was a seesaw bolt right there. Again, Delena came in, and usually, like we've talked about, it's very tough for someone to come in and make a serve. Right away, she came in, made the first serve, and hit a winner down the line right to start. So super impressive from here, 5 2-pointers. She built the lead at the end of that bolt. She gave away a few freebies. So look, we got 5 points left. Sione looks a little more comfortable. There was a stage with like 3 minutes left in that bolt where I thought she looked shell-shocked. Now she's fine. So this third bolt is gonna be super exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting because for me, I think Sione is just still playing a little too aggressive and just a little bit out of her sorts. You know, as we've watched her this season, she's been willing to work the points. But I wonder how much of this is that Atlanta, I feel like, is playing more offensive to Sione, not allowing her to dictate, not allowing her to get in position to use that absolutely deadly drop shot. So we'll see what they're going to do moving forward. And Kelly, do you have any thoughts courtside?
Well, Marcelo's really coaching up Delana right now. I think he was very happy with what she gave them initially, and there near the end, she gave a few points back. I think that he would like her to understand how important that last minute is, as you and Jonathan both spoke about. And Sion, who is such a veteran to this format at this point, she really took advantage of that, and you can feel the momentum. She is getting ready to start this third bolt, and all she and Yelena wanted right now, guys, is a little breather, a chance to catch her breath, and then come back out here and see what this last 10 minutes has in store. I can't wait. It is bolt number 3 of the women's singles on the way.
Bolt number 3, and the amp is turned all the way up right now with Miss Intense getting this crowd going. Atlanta Gladiators are here. If you're in the arena, you're scanning that QR code there on the big screens, but for those of you watching, we have the third women's bolt about to start. Multiple things on the line. Whoever wins this women's singles, they take home their share of $4,000. Even bigger for Tampa. If they lose, they're out of the championship race. If they win, they are still in it. Atlanta has to win 2 of the 3 matches today to win the title. Tanya Sosnowskaya on the far side, back in for Atlanta. Sion Mendez, another +2. She has racked up a lot today, considering some of her poor play. These +2s are really keeping her in it.
Yeah, and I honestly think Sion's probably happy to see Tanya back over there, even though Tanya was playing really well. She's a little less offensive. Delana was just kind of slapping balls in corners. Look at there. We're already down to 1. I know who's watching closely are all the Jacksonville players. They are super interested in who's going to win this first match here.
Absolutely. Courtside as well. Vicky Flores injured, but still on the sideline helping her team. Michaela Gordon, another injured and important member on the sideline for the Atlanta team. So they have everybody here pushing them forward. Huge night, huge crowd, 48-46.
I'll tell you.
Ooh. Another +2, as you see Vicky Flores right there, one of the key pieces that have helped Tampa with their late season surge, getting the crowd ready. Another +2 for Sion. 10 winners for her in women's singles.
Yeah, this is tricky. I wonder what, number 1, is there going to be a timeout called here pretty soon? Because it wasn't long ago in this match where Atlanta looked like they had a huge edge up. Sion's looking good. And then also, if Marcelo does call a timeout, what's he going to do with the subs? Delana was hot, but is that what you need right now? Now that you're down, I see Marcelo lurking. I know he's thinking, he's contemplating.
You can't put Adriana in. She hasn't hit a ball. You just can't. Great player, but she's just cold. And you can't risk it.
Players who haven't been in, they're out now. This is either Tanya. Well, Sion's going to finish this. Let's be honest. So it's Tanya and Delana versus Sion. Basically tied up. We got 8 minutes left. This is exactly what we came here for.
Saturday night primetime show. And the lead now, 2 points for Tampa, 50-48. Their first lead since we first got started. Tampa off the bench, loving this performance and way to be steady by Sion after having a very nervy start. These timeouts and the breaks really working. Atlanta calls their first timeout now.
Is that timeout? Go get some more. So let's slow things down a little bit because right now you're opening up the court and you're hitting the ball quite well. But she's playing so well out of the corners that she's making you move a lot. I like to hear you grunting. I want to see your celebration again because that emotional part plays a big role for your game. Try to go more through her body a little bit now just to take the angles away, okay? I trust you. I'm not substituting you. You're going to win this match. No, you're not. Don't even say that. You're not going to. You're not going to. Believe in yourself. Just brush the ball. You're going for some flat balls. They're not sustainable. Let's go. I know. But, hey, take it earlier, softer. Take it earlier, softer.
50-49. Yelena, Jacksonville team right there, rooting on Tampa as Claudio there needs Tampa to win tonight so that tomorrow Jacksonville can play for the title. Oh, +2 opportunity missed. And there's Claudio loving that Atlanta miss, but wow, those are the moments that Sion hasn't missed a single one of those +2 opportunities today.
Right, and that's a 3-point swing, which the second she hit that volley lob, I was like, oh my God, there's 2 for Tanya, and then she misses the overhead, right? And this is like 3-point. All these points count, fine margins. And this is where we were talking about earlier. Sion's had great touch. Sion has had so much success in this league that she has a stack of evidence that she can be confident, and she weathered the storm. First and second bolt, she looked horrible. Right now, I think she looks awesome.
Sion right now has played over 98% of the minutes, 53-50. Christina Wozniak jumped in for a little bit to give him a breather. Kate Sharabura waiting on the sidelines. She's for sure going to be seen in women's doubles. And Tanya's trying to play aggressive so that Sion doesn't dictate, and it's working out well there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to hit that deep and that fast, any opponent's going to struggle. But Marcelo asked her to hit a little more in the middle, take away the angles because Sion's so athletic. So we'll see how that goes for her. That wasn't exactly down the middle.
+2 opportunity here. And she takes it and ties it. Big winner down the line for Tanya, 53-53. $4,000 on the line in women's singles. Championship on the line. The crowd is loving this environment.
Oh, boy.
Nice lob and invitation to the net. I think she's happy at this. Actually.
Yeah, that's actually better. There's just 1 point. But I don't mind her trying. It's her best shot. Like, you got to go for it. But that's probably a good thing it was wide.
Yeah, she's forcing that drop shot a little bit too much. There's just so much intensity. Everything is so amped up inside. The players feel it. Sion is playing better, but she's still out of sorts. She did unbelievable last week. So composed, developing points. And today, she's still trying to find it, even though she's only down 2.
Yep, and you can see she's starting to pressing before the timeout. Great timeout by Marcelo, by the way. You see a couple wide mistakes. Now Sion is the one pressing. 3 points, 5 minutes left.
And think of who the pressure's on right now. Tampa, they need to win this to stay alive. So forget money. They need to win this if they want to have a shot at the championship. Atlanta can afford to at least lose this. They can win the next 2. So a lot on Sion's shoulders.
Absolutely, and Jacksonville is also watching closely because even if Tampa loses this, but it's close, Jacksonville stays alive, right? So they don't want this to get out of hand. Now we're up to 4 points. I'm not sure if Yelena has another timeout. I'm going to assume she doesn't, but right now we're in the danger zone right now. We got a long stretch here from Tanya. She's playing great.
Under 5 minutes in women's singles.
Jeez Louise.
Tanya's playing better. And there's the timeout. Let's listen in.
I got a heavy on the return. I can't keep going there. She hits it late that way. Okay?
Look, that was before. That doesn't work now because she just hit 2 good shots. That's it. You can also use angle if he comes to your forehand and you know it goes there. Or you can go down the line. Like, that's true that her ball goes too much to her forehand.
Yeah.
Chill. Good. We have 5 points. That's nothing. That's just the last one that you lost. We get back to it, okay? The way that you play was amazing. You stay aggressive. We're going to keep cheering for you. She's not doing something crazy.
Some good variation because now you want the points more physical and you want them longer. Okay, we got 5-6 minutes. Come on, girl.
I think first, perfect timeout, perfect timing. I personally disagree. I think Tanya's actually playing the most aggressive she's played all season, and I think this is the highest level she's played all season.
Yep. You know, sometimes it's like you can coach too much or coach. Oh, tough call right there. Want to see bolt 6? It's a 2-pointer.
That's tough. Far sideline, I think, for either player. You know, Marcela and Tanya really wanted it. That's a tough one to see on the far sideline. And it looked like it disrupted her on the next point. Bad hit. Is that the turning point that Sion has been looking for to get Tanya a little bit unfocused?
Hey, credit to both coaches. Marcelo called a great timeout, and Tanya came out, swung the momentum back. Yelena called a timeout. We got 3 points right away for Sion. And now we're sitting with 2 points in 4 minutes and everything to play for. And a little moonball broke out there. I kind of like it, though.
Well, Sion wanted this a little bit to change up the pace, but Tanya working her way in defense to offense. Great slide. Way to move that back into her favor by Tanya. 59-56, 3.5 minutes. Yes, we have a team portion, but there are 3 matches. And whoever wins this match right now for Tampa, if they lose it, championship is done. For Atlanta, they can still survive if they win the next 2. 59-57.
JY, I'm a little tight over here. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm flexing all my muscles. I'm nervous. I don't even have any money on the line.
I'm amped up. My shoulder's cramped already. 60-57, one serve only in Intense League, and Sion misses that one, 60-57. There she is, taking it on the rise. Oh, at a moment like that, that's so tough. Sion had her couple lets that went over, +2. Sion, Tanya definitely does deserve that one.
3-point swing right there, right? Could be a Tanya ground stroke mistake. Instead, it's a 2-point winner. These next 3 points for Sion are crucial. Otherwise, Atlanta's walking out here with a W, and that's the first step to that. 6 points.
6 points, 63-57. JY Obona here with Jonathan Stokke. This is the most that's ever been on the line with 2 minutes left on the clock in the entire season. Money on the line, championship on the line. So many things, and you can just see it in Sion's game.
Yep, I mean, we've had flashes of greatness from every player out here, Delana, Tanya, Christina, and Sion. But if you're going to say who's looked more comfortable and in control, definitely Tanya. Even from the start, like I said, her eyes looked good. She looked focused. She looked calm. It's not really a surprise here in this third bolt that she's kept her level very, very steady while Sion's going up a little up and down.
Now, do you press? I think if you're Tampa, championship on the line, do you go for it? How do you handle it? Will be interesting down 7.
So right now, for the next 2 or 3 points, this might change things. I was going to say for the next 2 or 3 points, we can play normal, but Sion's not going to get 3 2-pointers in the last minute, so she might need to start making something happen.
If you play 3 points long, the match is over. Okay? 3 long points. You don't want to be passive because she's going to try to attack. She needs the 2-pointers. But if you play heavy deep, she can kill you. Come on, be smart. Use the time.
See her backing up. I want you to try and take this swinging ball in the air and make her run to the other side, okay? If not in a rally on the cross forehand, you gotta do that drop shot too, okay?
Interesting coaching by Marcelo, you know, because that's a fine line. What's gotten Tanya to where she is has been playing offense. And he's trying to tell her to play long points. It's kind of, you're changing up your game style.
It's like the prevent defense. And then on the other side, what's interesting, so it's 8 points. She has enough time to come back Sion, but also remember the overall match is crucial. So she doesn't want to go too gangbusters trying to hit winners and maybe lose this by 15 points. And that might be the difference in the overall match. So they both have something to play for here. Strategies will be interesting coming in the last 5-6 points.
Well, I know NFL offenses love prevent defense, so we'll see if Tanya loves it, Sion loves this, but it's just tight. You can feel her nerves right now. You can feel the energy in the arena, 67-58.
So if I'm her, I'm hoping to get this under 4 points. I don't know if she can win the match. I don't know if there's enough time, like Marcelo said, but make sure you win this last minute either way to keep your team alive for the overall match. 2-point opportunity.
That's a great touch by Tanya to save that. Good point, but saves that +1. Under a minute, 8 points for Atlanta in the lead. Women's singles, if Tampa loses this match right now, this women's singles match, the championship is gone and they can only play for cash and spoiler. Sion goes for the big serve right there, under 40 seconds. This might be it.
But again, I think this women's match is over. Tanya has earned it, 8 points, 30 seconds, but these last couple points are so important for the overall match and for Atlanta's chance at winning the title tonight.
9-point lead for Atlanta. Last 20 seconds. It looks like Atlanta will be one match closer. However, they can still lose one of those other ones by a lot, and can still knock them out. But this is going to take them one big step closer. Tampa championship is going to be out of reach. They're just going to have to play spoiler the rest of the night and quiet this crowd. A tough night for Sion. An incredible night for Tanya. She's going to be thrilled with that performance, and I'm sure Marcelo as well, after the back and forth they had last weekend, for her to come back like that. That's awesome.
Yep, I mean, look, sometimes you have tough weekends, tough matches. They had a tough little spat last week, but guess what? It's all forgotten now, right? She played awesome, and credit to her because this was a very tricky situation. First up, You know it's such an important match, and she was rock solid emotionally. She looked very even-keeled the whole time. She moved well, and like you said, there was periods in the third bolt where she was actually super aggressive with that forehand running Sion a little bit, and she was able to weather that storm and end up actually winning fairly comfortably.
Yeah, it's so many +2s that kept Sion in it, but it was still too much Tanya to help defeat the Tampa women for the first time all season, and Tanya's with Kelly right now.
Yeah, Tanya, what a bolt. How would you describe what it was like in here, how you felt coming out on top of that match?
Honestly, Dee set the tone so well in the second bolt. I didn't expect to be back. She was playing unbelievable. I'd say it was very easy because there was a lot to play for today, and I really want this for the team today. All of my teammates were up all 30 minutes. I'm not sure who ran more, me or the coach at the moment, but yeah, it feels great. Very pumped for men's singles.
When you talk about what's on the line, could you feel it emotionally out there?
Not when I'm playing, but every time the point is over and I hear the crowd, especially when they cheer for us, I'm like, yes, this is it. Today's the day.
Well, congrats on that one. Now go cheer on your boys. We'd love to see more of that great tennis. Coming up, men's singles, bolt number 1. Tanya, the winner of the women's.
Yeah, so nice to see Tanya with a smile back on her face after a tough Sunday last week. And you see very, very close, 23-18, 24-24. And then Tanya just keeping the pressure on Sion. It was too much for her to handle. Amazing offense by Tanya, 70-61. They win the women's singles match, but when we come back, men's singles.
It was an intense match. Maybe it didn't go exactly as planned. Credit to Jacksonville. Sam came out, started on fire.
Kudos to Sam. He started insane.
I just tried my hardest and I got the win today.
That was the most fun tennis match I've ever played in my life.
Opening weekend, there's some nerves, no doubt. For me, I always see these opportunities for improvement.
Hopefully we win that energy battle.
We have a really good plan and it's gonna work.
We also have a very good plan.
They
For
don't.
sure.
They don't have
We do. Yep, awesome.
Marcella did a great job firing us all up.
Somebody has to lose, someone has to win, but I know it's going to make us hungry to come back and beat them.
Obviously, coming in not having won one yet, it makes you hungrier to win one. Time to bring it, time to get a win.
Sam, amazing job in the men's singles.
I had a good game plan coming in, and I stayed within myself.
I'd like to take my hat off to Sam. I think he pulled out a few good shots at the right times, but in general, I just felt like it was an uphill battle.
It's definitely a rivalry. We need it more than the other team.
Sam played well again today.
Each day is a new day. I mean, next week I could be the one flying.
She brought it today, no doubt.
They really wanted it for the team. Credit to Atlanta today. They played some great stuff throughout, no matter whether they were up or down.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena, where championship weekend, Atlanta versus Tampa. Everything is on the line. So many scenarios. Tampa, unfortunately, was just knocked out from the championship race, but they can play spoiler, and they're playing for a lot of cash. I'm JY Obona. We got Jonathan Stokke, and then we have the one, the only, Donald Young. Hey, man.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining us from Atlanta, Georgia. You get to experience this first time here. What do you think so far?
This is pretty cool. The first thing I'm noticing is people screaming when you're about to serve.
Very different.
Yeah, very
this
different.
is not Wimbledon, man.
It definitely threw me off, but I kind of like it, and it looks like you can talk smack as well, so right up my alley.
Yeah, you can have all the fun. The fans can get involved. The substitutions, man. I've been asking everybody the same question. Is like, how many times have we been playing with a team or doubled or anything? Like, Man, I wish I could just get that guy out right now. Just man, can we get somebody new in?
100%, I wish it was a bunch of substitutions when I played.
Yeah, we're going to go down to the coin toss right now with Sebastian Nunez.
This is the start of our men's singles. Tampa the host. Atlanta the call. Heads or tails? Tails is the call. It's heads. Atlanta to serve.
Atlanta to serve. Kevin King on the far side, leader of the Atlanta team, got the knee brace on. Held up pretty well last weekend, even though they went 1-1 as a team, but he's starting tonight. Sam Frizzell on the near side for Tampa, taking the lead position in men's singles from Xavier, still in college. He's going to go back to school very soon. Women's singles went to Atlanta, but Atlanta still needs to win the overall duel to make sure, and 2 matches as well, if they want to lock in the title to stay here in Atlanta. We got Donald Young here. Donald, you know, we have a friend in common here with Acrotech. Talk to us about them and the beautiful court that they've helped lay down with us here and everything that they've done in your world.
Yeah, AT is amazing. They're the best in the business. For me, playing some pickleball right now, they do all the courts for the PPA, but they just, and the courts and the tennis courts and the paint, it's just the best. You get a consistent bounce. It plays the same way every time, and they have all the colors in the world you want, so you can customize it exactly how you like it. And I just think they're the best in the business, period. And I love the team. It's a family-like atmosphere over there, so it's exciting.
Well, you talk about consistent bouncing. That sounds like such an obvious thing, but that's actually harder said than done. Like, you've been at all the biggest tournaments in the world, and you get to some courts even then, you're like, what happened here? But not here at the INTENNSE Arena, not with AT Sports.
No, not here. You're gonna get what you want, a true bounce, exactly how you like it. And once you get used to it, it is what it is. And that's what you want as a player. You want consistency and not worrying about what's going to happen when the ball bounces.
Absolutely. Sam Frizzell lacing a backhand right there, but Kevin King just doing a great job. 3-2, Tampa is on the near side, and that's why Kevin King leads things off, because of his ability to hit winners in +2s. What do you think about that rule?
I like it. And Kevin likes to come to the net, so he likes to finish the point. And +2, you get a benefit for actually going for your shot.
Yeah. And something for you, you know, you love to use your craft at drop shots and coming forward as well. I know you're playing pickleball right now, but I'm just saying, season 2, it kind of fits your game, man.
You know what? It kind of be cool. No first serve, so I can't get served off the court, especially with, you know, you have a lot of history with that, me playing against Riley. So, but yeah, I would love to have to do only a second serve, and I can use my spin and maybe get to the net. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, you could be in that lefty slice, the lefty kick, and then I remember watching you had so many flashy plays. I feel like the 2-point system, you might have been #1 in the world if you had 2 points going all the time, right?
Yeah, it'd be nice so I could get to the net and put some pressure on some guys and move them around the court.
Yeah, 6'5" for Tampa, 75-67 in the overall. Jacksonville coach Claudio was watching, trying to support Tampa as he needs them to beat Atlanta. So tomorrow when they come back, the championship is still on the line for them. Kevin King played the most minutes for Atlanta all season, 6-6 tied up as he comes in, overcooks that volley. We've seen some of that energy here. And how cool is this? Like, we've been to so many pro tournaments, it's just the energy's just low. You know, but you come out here in your hometown as well, and you see the energy. Like, when's the last time you walked? First, when's the last time you walked into a movie studio? And then 2, there's a professional league going on in there.
It's never happened. This is definitely the first time, and I love this energy. Like, this is what tennis needs, and excitement, and people can move around and enjoy it and not be so uptight and
Oh, great return.
You know, Donald, something that you mentioned with AT Sports, something that we try to do here that you didn't get to experience. You were so good as a junior, you went straight pro, you skipped to college, but now with pickleball, it's more of a team sport as well. You know, and you spoke about how important AT Sports is as a family and the way they treat everybody, and that's what we try to do here at INTENNSE. What do you think about this team environment really into tennis?
Yeah, I love the team environment. I wish I could have experienced it at least for a year, because you're not just playing for yourself, so you have a little more motivation. You have some people to travel with, some camaraderie, and have jokes. And kind of like my favorite weeks are some of the team events and, you know, spending the time in the locker room and all the talking and stories. So I really wish I could have got that a little more, and this is pretty cool for these guys.
Well, I've seen you move out there. You still got some skills, so really appreciate you coming in, just giving us some time, hanging out with us in the booth. Season 2 will come back next summer. Just throwing it out there one more time, man.
Sounds good. I'll definitely come back. I don't know if I'll be playing, but I'll definitely be watching.
Well, we need coaches too. We need coaches too.
That I might be interested in.
All right, awesome. All right, Donald, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks, boys.
11-9 for Tampa, 2-point lead. Actually a +2 right there, 13-9. Thanks for updating the scoreboard for me. 5 minutes left here. (14-10) for Tampa. They're still bringing the energy, even though that was a tough women's singles loss.
I know Jacksonville's just staring at that bottom line on the scoreboard, 80-75. Now 81-75, but 6 points is absolutely nothing. They are dying for Tampa to take this. Atlanta has been strong. Atlanta's been comfortable. But again, this thing is basically dead even right now.
It's that tough lefty serve to handle from all the way back there, especially when you have the pressure of Kevin waiting to come forward for any ball to drop so he can come in.
And it could be because he's not moving quite as well with his knee, but he's hit a couple forehands tonight. Maybe I just forgot how fast he hits, but they're jumping off his racket. Sam just literally had the racket knocked out of his hand, so it's really tough to get a rhythm, especially against a lefty, but especially when someone's playing aggressive.
And there's the coach for Atlanta, Marcelo Ferreira, a little bit calmer. We saw a much emotional Marcelo with everything that was on the line last time. Calm and collected today. As he's seen a good performance in women's singles, and that's a great point by Kevin. 15-14. If Atlanta wins this match, still not clinched because they can still lose the overall. But there'll be another big step forward, so they're going for it all. What a return by there. Vicky Flores doing push-ups right there in celebration for her team. It's amazing what intensity and enthusiasm can do to an injury in your shoulder.
Jams in the body.
Yeah, but he's got to stop coming in.
Yeah.
He's not fast enough right now. Listen, I'm not negotiating this one with you today, okay? You are staying back on the first ball. Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable, okay? If you're not seeing it, I am. He knows you're coming in, and he's like, one ball and you in. One ball and you in. On the serve, if this is making things difficult, make sure you try to compensate here and here. Stay tall, go on the outside of the ball. That lefty slice is nasty, but go more body. You're opening the box too much, okay? Go more body. Focus on your recovery after the serve and play with a big target with the +1. Come on.
It's king.
Great conversation there with Marcelo. Non-negotiable. As a player, I always want to negotiate, and I understand why Kevin wants to come to the net. But like Marcelo was saying, he's not moving as well, and he's giving up some 2-pointers. So that's tricky, right? Like Kevin's instinct is to want to come in so fast, and he's going to have to fight himself a little bit. And that's the problem with that knee.
Sam Frizzell still in for Tampa in the first of 3 10-minute men's singles bolts. I think the fan got him there. They're allowed to shout just like Donald Young was calling out. The fans can scream and shout whenever, and just as he was about to hit. Point for the fan.
I'm telling you, there was only one fan that did it. When there's only one, that's when it's trouble. If everyone's making noise, it becomes white noise. When you get one person who wants to say something smart at the right time, it can actually be pretty distracting. Yeah, see, now he's playing passive. I mean, what does Kevin do well? He takes the ball early, he hits big, he comes in, he's playing offense. If he's hanging on the baseline and he's not going after a shot, whether that's because of the knee or whatever, we might have to get Raul in there because that's not what he does best.
That's just great tennis by Sam as he looks to his team and says, let's go.
All right, Marcelo lingering. He's giving some words to Raul over there.
Great body forehand serve by Sam to jam it, but Kevin fought that off well.
Oh my God.
It's the Sam Frizzell show right now, 22-15 +2. Raul Garcia looks to be getting ready to be subbed in for Kevin King. Sam's just, oh, he goes for it. He wanted it.
I think it was going to drop.
Oh, but then it makes my story not look as good. Oh, that would have been another +2. Gee, that's tough.
That also would have tied up the match at 85-85. Right now it's 86-83. He was right there. His feet stopped and his hands got hard. Oh, baby.
That's that first serve of the day. It's tough on the cold shoulder to sub in when you're serving, something you had discussed about making sure you substitute only when you're returning. But 23-16, that was a long point, and there's the nervous start.
Yeah. If I'm Sam, I want to fight the urge to just push a couple balls in after how bad that looked. Stay with your normal game. Don't let Raul get a rhythm here. Yeah, he's upset with himself. He let him off the hook there, but right here, attack the return. Don't just give him a few balls to get his feet wet. Make him feel like he's still under pressure and things are going very fast for him. Wow.
This is some nervy tennis from Raul, who missed last week's duels.
87-86 overall match.
1 point in the overall. So for those of you that are joining us for the very first time and have never seen our format, we got two things going on. We have men's singles, women's singles, and then doubles. 3 different matches that are going on. +2 for Sam Frizzell right there. He's loving that. Coming forward, did give him some criticism with his net play last weekend. I wonder if that's what he was talking about there. But if that's going to get him to play better, I am totally fine with it. And so we have those 3 matches, and whichever team wins those individual matches, they get prize money. But all the points are accumulated at the end of the day to figure out who wins as a team. And it is 27-18, a little over anxious. Did see an opening, just came in a little bit too late.
Oh, don't rush this here.
Ooh, just got it off.
Oh.
And he will get another one. Risky, but it paid off. 27-19. Tampa moving back in. Sion Mendez didn't get off to a great start for Tampa. Tanya did, but now it's a Sam Frizzell show, Jonathan.
Yep, Sam came out, played great. In the same way I saw Tanya's eyes, and she looked like she was ready for the moment. Sam looks completely comfortable, great energy. Kevin's knee obviously giving him a little bit of an issue earlier, so he's not moving as well at the net. But I thought Sam played great, and this is exactly on time, right? Tampa now is only down 1 overall point after losing women's singles in a bit of a surprise. So his level right here, that change of direction is absolutely nasty. But he got him off to a great start. We got 2 bolts left.
There's that volley right there that gave Sam the +2 and the finger wag. And we'll go courtside with Kelly, who's got the Tampa coach, Yelena Labat.
Well, you guys, I've got Yelena with me. So far, what do you think of Sam's start here tonight?
Great. I think Atlanta yesterday played, they had a junior player on the 1vs1. I think they just should retire Kevin King right now because the junior did better yesterday. Sorry.
So that's the key, is it?
I mean, yesterday the junior was beating almost everyone, and they put back the old player, which I know is a legend, but he's a legend. That's not a player.
So what do you guys need to do here to extend this lead, Yelena?
Honestly, he started really well. I just have to keep doing the good pattern that he's doing. Try to push a lot, like right now, push King a lot on his backhand. Whenever he's putting wide on his forehand, like go back to the cross. Like try to block him whenever he wants to be aggressive. Like block him as much as you can because we know how good he is to move forward and open angles. So yeah.
Great coaching, Yelena. We get it. We get it. That's what you can expect to see here in bolt number 2 of men's singles.
A very happy coach right there. Oh, she's going after Kevin there. Don't see that, but that's the fire and the energy that is brought out on the championship on the line.
Yeah, she's a spicy little meatball tonight, calling him out in the interview right before. I don't know if Kevin could hear that, but look, she got what she wanted out of her guy, Sam. Interesting selection here, Nuri coming in. Mr. Firework here, up or down. What's he going to bring us tonight?
Hey, Connor here.
Oh, look who joins us.
Hey, speaking of spicy meatball.
Connor Casey joining us on the Zoom for championship weekend. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing? Just enjoying this this nail biter here.
I'm jealous of that sunlight you got, as great as it is right here. We're inside a stage. You got some beautiful sunlight going in your house there.
Well, it's golden hour here in Cincinnati. I'm at the Cincy Open, but you know, secretly watching this rather than the tennis over here.
Well, we got Raul Garcia in for Atlanta. Nori Adam trying to unleash some forehands as they are trying to play spoiler right now for Atlanta to make sure that they don't clinch tonight. But tell us the truth. You're in Cincinnati, but would you rather be here?
Yeah. Of course, I'd rather be there. I love the energy in there. You know, I mean, watching Sam right now, he's taking a little breather, but that was pretty exciting.
Now, which one is your favorite rule? You've been watching this unfold. Which one is the rule that, man, you just absolutely love?
I just like, you know what, it's not maybe an exciting rule per se, but I like just the shorter time in between points. You're just feeling the fact that, you know, you shaved, 5 seconds off the clock in between points? And these guys are just playing at a faster rhythm. They're getting right into the serve. It just feels like, you know, exciting in that regard.
And talk about excitement. The crowd is loving that. +2 for Raul Garcia as he's trying to play better. And Nori says, see you later by Elena. If you're going to play like that, we're going to put Sam Frizzell back in.
Yeah, that was not the best experiment, but Sam's back. Still close.
Oh, so I know you guys did the college. There was a college tennis playoff a couple weeks ago, and then I heard a rumor that Jonathan Stokke was going to get out there and play some dubs, show everybody how it's done.
All that was is a rumor, because I put up a YouTube video of me playing the other day, and everyone said I moved like a 61-year-old, not a 41-year-old.
Okay, well, you know. The camera adds a couple years.
Getting old sucks, Connor. What can we say, man?
I'm still waiting for the dual coaching video of Connor Casey and Stokke giving us a clinic on something.
Hey, I'm the Starsky to his Hutch, man. This is my guy over there. I love this guy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We played good cop, bad cop. We did a lesson with Rosemary the other day, and I was just giving her the gears, but Jonathan was keeping her calm, and we fixed her back in.
Yeah, there you go. Get the job done, right?
Yeah.
Is that a +2 for Raul? I think Sam did touch it, 32-29 in the men's singles, 99-93 overall. Connor, I'm glad we get to have you here because I hear you're really close to a friend of ours, Chip Rally. We've been wondering what happened to him. I saw the invoice for the flight from Mozambique, but never heard from him again. Has he gone AWOL? What's going on? What can you tell us about him?
I just saw him over at Skyline Chili, downtown Cincinnati. He had a couple pops in him. I don't know. He was a little wobbly in the legs. He's tough to be around when he's you know, talking about all those escapades he's had traveling around Tanzania, Mozambique. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine where he's off to next.
Hey, Connor, were you the one who taught him? I love that serve technique that Chip has where he kind of falls through high. Is that you? Is that you're doing? You teach him that?
Yeah, that's me. Minimalist.
All wrist snap. I love it.
Now, Chip wanted to bring back the wooden rackets. What do you think? So we have an intense league with only wooden rackets. Maybe just a short series?
You know, yes and no. I mean, it's romantic. Truth be told, I've done wooden racket exos, and you guys probably have tried pulling them back out. The modern technique doesn't work with them, so then you got to get all these young grinders to try using the continental grip and coming into the net. And, I mean, I'd love to see it, but just because it would make me feel good as an old school guy, you know? Well, Jonathan, you think you could pull out the wood and show them how it's done?
With my slices, yeah. With the slices and volleys, absolutely. I'd be mortified what my forehand or backhand might look like. But, yeah, I'm all in favor of any rule that makes you and I look better.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jonathan at least has the forearm strength with all the time he's been spending on YouTube and Instagram, clicking and getting everything ready. So we know he's got the wrist and forearm strength to hold that racket.
Yeah.
Easy, Connor. No
jokes.
Those
clean
there.
Edits.
Yeah, exactly. Transitioning.
Come on, I was trying to set you up right there. 38.
Come on, Connor didn't take the bait. Thanks, Connor. I appreciate that, man.
The strong forearms. No, I got too much trauma from in high school. Kids making fun of me for having the strong right forearm.
That's hilarious.
38-32. 5 minutes left in the second of 3 10-minute bolts. Kevin King trying to back in for Raul Garcia, and he racks in the +2.
The conversation around the grounds today was that the slice approach shot's a dying shot. We just saw it there, but do you think the slice approach is going to be able to withstand at the top of the game
Connor,
with the stadium-sized courts?
All my guys at Duke, when they would approach with a slice, won more points than when they approached with topspin. It is absolutely not a dying shot.
Yeah.
It's just people don't like hitting it for some reason. But it's absolutely effective, especially when the ball's below the net.
Well, it's how I come to the net. It's how I get in.
With a chip?
That and a dink and charge. I'll chip. I'm doing anything to get in.
At least it's called a dink and charge. Me and my friend used to call it bluff and charge. We would just throw out garbage and run to the net. There's a two-pointer.
Yeah, the garbage and charge.
Yeah.
+2, Sam Frizzell, backhand winner there. I think it's you should be seeing a lot of chip and charging in Cincinnati. It's one of the fastest courts of the year.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of space in the back of some of the courts, so you can definitely get in.
42-36, Kevin Kingen on the far side. They are trying to clinch the title tonight. They need to not only win, but they also need to win 2 of the 3 matches. They've got one of those matches. Trying to see if they can come in down 43-36 in the men's singles, but have a 2-point lead in the overall, 106-104.
Beautiful. I'm sorry, if I'm Yelena, Sam plays the rest of this match. Sam's not coming out. He looks friggin' awesome. If he's tired, call a timeout, figure something out, but this guy's on fire tonight.
Yeah, he's playing some great tennis right now.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, +2.
Carter, have you ever hit a forehand like that?
Eyes closed.
Well, when's Ty Tucker going to give him a call? This guy's still in school. He's at Xavier. We got to get him transferred out to OSU.
Let's keep him away from OSU. He's doing good things right now. Tucker will turn him into a blue-collar player. I like what he's doing right now with the creativity. We don't want to beat that out of him.
And by the way, while we've been talking, it's now 109-106 Tampa. Tampa with a 3-point overall lead.
Tampa trying to play
Look at
spoiler. Raul Garcia. Yeah, he just snuck in as a substitution right there. 48-37, 109-107 in the overall. Connor, really appreciate you giving us some time here as you're in Cincinnati. Beautiful hat you got on, though. I do love your own hat there.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys. A lot of fun.
All right, good luck in Cincy, and we'll see which team is going to continue moving forward here as we have 2 minutes left in this second of 3 10-minute bowls. Sam Frizzell, they tried to take him out, but they quickly realized, nope, that's
Can't do
okay.
it. Can't do it. Just got to find a way to keep him fresh, but this guy's on fire. Nori came in, he's just a little too volatile, especially being amped up here, but look at Sam. Sam is just teeing off, moving it side to side. Take your time, catch your breath. 110-108 Tampa. This is freaking awesome. Love this.
That forehand down line and run is what got Raul in trouble earlier in this season. You're out of position, just go middle across.
One of the 10 commandments of tennis, when you're on defense, it goes cross court, never goes down the line.
I thought you were going to say just call it out. Okay.
That might be the first one. Yeah, when in doubt, call it out.
It's one of the commandments.
Yeah.
We have the freedom to choose which one we're going to live by, right?
Just remember, well, I mean, I had the sports. You might have a different set than I had.
Well, we won it in different ways. You're like 6'4".
I got the
serve.
nice guy commandments. Oh,
I think that one was actually going to work. It was in great position, under a minute, 50-39, 111-109.
And this is where it's getting interesting, right? I mean, if Tampa wins this men's match, even though they are now out of the title picture, they are very much spoiler ready.
Absolutely. A lot of motivation for them, not just cash on the line, but sometimes you can't win the title. It's nothing better than keeping that home crowd quiet.
Yeah, ruining dreams. It's a great way to spend a Saturday evening. Crushing someone's soul with some backhands cross court.
There's that defense going cross, and you get the unforced error by Sam.
Why you do it? It's tough to continually hit winners. When someone puts you in trouble, make them finish you off. And I know in this format it's worth 2. But Sam's been playing ball. It's tough to keep it up for another 10 minutes. Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah, he's getting a little tired, but they'll still walk in to the break with a 50-42 lead in the men's singles. 112-111, 1-point lead for Atlanta, but Tampa, they picked it up very well since women's singles, Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, look, Sam playing absolutely awesome. They started that bolt with Nori in there, And I think Yelena quickly assessed that, hey, that wasn't going to really fly. She did a great job trying to give Sam a breather, but it didn't work out. But Sam's just been moving the ball. Look at that. I mean, that is an absurd angle with speed. I think he didn't even know how he did it. But he's been having 2 pointers. Not only that, but he's been moving well. He's been consistent. I actually thought Raul did a great job of keeping that within distance. But it's going to be interesting. I see Trent warming up now. Don't know what he's got in the bag, but this is going to be a fun third bowl.
Yeah, and somebody who's brought a lot of energy and fun to the team, but unfortunately cannot play, but is courtside with Kelly, is Vicky Flores.
That's correct. Energy is her middle name, and currently she is making sure Sam Friesel's racket keeps all the good luck in it. And today, your role for the team is
the best cheerleader in the whole world. I'm transferring my energy and amazing tennis into this racket. Sam's gonna crush it. I always gotta watch out for my teammates, you know. I got the back.
Break down what you're seeing from Sam so far.
Wow, Sam has been so solid. I've done so many push-ups because there's so many 2-pointers. I do 2 push-ups for every 2-pointer, so I'm gonna get huge tonight, you guys.
Do you know how many?
Getting started.
Do you know how many you've done?
Sorry. Oh no, I don't know. Too many to count because he's hitting too many wingers.
How nice to have about 6 or 7 other teammates on your side in that corner in Jacksonville.
You know, I feel like we have something. You know, we're both from Florida. You know, we have that little connection there. It's pretty nice. You know.
Yeah, Vicky, thank you. Keep up the good work. Sam needs his racket. Guys, we are headed to bolt number 3 of men's singles next.
Sam needs his racket. I don't think her doctor's going to be very happy with her rehab right there, doing push-ups right there, but she wants her team to win.
Yeah, hey, I mean, I don't know if that's a new recovery method, doing push-ups with a strained shoulder, but yeah, look, 2-pointers will do that to you. They'll excite you. Saturday night, 112, 111, I'd be doing push-ups too.
Raul Garcia seeing the most action he's seen. Kevin King taking a seat. Wonder if that's level of play. Is that knee related? We'll find out after tonight when we get to talk to Marcelo. But Raul Garcia trying to help his team get closer and closer to clinch the title, and Sam Friesel trying to crush dreams.
Now, I like that from Raul. I honestly think Sam could be getting a little tired at some point. Raul's played less. He's actually played 10 minutes less so far in this men's match. So if he just grinds it out and lets Sam get a little tired, he might hit his way out of this. It's going to be tough for Sam to do much when he's back there grinding, getting tired. They can't do that, though. You can't say I'm going to play consistent and hang behind the baseline and then dump a ball in the net.
Especially a routine one right there. If you got a 2-handed backhand, you're just not allowed to miss. Only one-handers can miss routine ones.
Well, you guys miss a lot from what I've seen.
Yeah, that's why we just chip.
You take full advantage of that rule. Good touch.
Good touch right there. Sam, tried to tell you. Hang out at the baseline, man. That's where you crush people, all right? I know you liked that volley earlier, but
he actually hit a really good volley there, and I like that it was through the middle. That's why Raul couldn't hit a clean pass. But look at that. I mean, if I can hit ground strokes like that,
I hit a backhand winner every now and then. That doesn't mean I'm not going to run around my forehand, but I guess if you're going to do that, I'll shut my mouth. +2 right there for Tampa.
And I'm just staring at it. 114 to 114, kid. I mean, this is why I flew up here today. This is amazing.
What an overall team battle. Big forehand return by Raul. 1 point overall lead. Now, they still need the matches. Men's singles, women's singles doubles. They still need to win those, 2 of those 3, plus the team win if they want to clinch the title tonight.
So the interesting thing, so it's, where are we at? 9 points. If Atlanta wins, it's going to be a close win, which means doubles could still swing the match completely in Tampa's favor, even if they lose the first 2.
Yep.
This is wide, wide open for Jacksonville and Atlanta. Everything to play for.
This is not what Atlanta wants, but this is what we want as a great show. And in front of this sold-out crowd championship weekend, I love it. I'm not even going to say that I hope Atlanta loses, so Jacksonville has a great match tomorrow, and they got a lot to play for.
You know, Raul right now, though, he's sneaky growing on me in this men's match here. He's calmed down. In the beginning, he came out. He actually looked horrible with a couple serves out of the bat. He's being consistent, and I am a little worried for Sam that he's going to run out of gas.
Well, one of the things Raul spoke to me about early in the season is how, you know, in the traditional tennis format, he's more of a guy that works his way into matches, not afraid to play those 3 sets. But when here, you don't have 3 sets. You don't have a lot of time. It's hard to just work your way in, as we're going to see a timeout from Yelena.
Love that timeout.
Too much right now. You're going too much. Just play the game that you did before. You're opening them. They don't know where to expect the ball. Okay, let's go. Yeah, go.
He does. I need you to do the same for me, okay? I'm not gonna get it right all the time, I promise you that much. But I want you to just take that pressure off your shoulders. My coach told me to do it. If it doesn't work, I'll be, thank you, I lost the match, not you. Take the pressure off, take it off, okay? Don't be passive, but see, this last ball that you just hit, I thought you were gonna blast it down the line. That's you thinking. Good job, because he is using pace a lot. You force him to kind of create. Forehand is worse, but you're still opening up the court too much. I want belly button, belly button. Okay? Hey, you're winning this ball. You're winning this ball.
What do you think about those thoughts?
I mean, Marcelo's saying what I've liked out of Raul the last couple, which is he's being solid and simple. He said, I don't want you slapping that ball down the line. I want you a rally ball. And he also wants to take away angles because Sam's been using those in redirecting winners. So I like that. He's been solid. He's clawing back here. It's down to 6 points. So we'll see. But I do think I am starting to see a little bit of fatigue with Sam, whether he feels it or not. He's maybe a half step shy in some balls. Maybe he's pulling the trigger a little bit early. Hopefully that timeout right there let him catch his breath. This is a big 2 minutes coming up.
(54-49), JY Obone, Jonathan Stokke, Kelly Kroll courtside. Championship weekend. Raul Garcia, Kennesaw State legend, in on the far side. Sam Frizzell from Xavier in on the near side, trying to lead each of their teams to a successful evening.
And it's interesting. So Raul's gone grind mode, and now you look at Sam, and Sam's 8 feet behind the baseline. Like, what was he doing so well earlier? He was taking balls early. He was changing direction. Just because Raul was being consistent doesn't mean Sam has to back up and play the same game. I think he's kind of fallen into that trap a little bit.
How much of it is that he just really loved the matchup with Kevin, you know, trying to slide lefty serves, but Sam has a great backhand return. I wonder how much of this is a matchup thing that he's still trying to figure out.
It could be, and that's the tricky part of Intense, right? Is you got to go back and forth. You got two different people. One's a lefty, one's a righty.
And also, they've played against Kevin the most. Raul has not played that much in men's singles this season. Even though he's a great singles player, he just hasn't played much. So Sam's probably more comfortable with Kevin.
Yep, absolutely. But again, I do like, you know, Sam's behind the baseline there. Look where Raul is. I mean, look at that. Nothing good's going to happen from there, right? He's trying to take that one-legged. He's trying to hit flat. If you're tired, that's fine. Step up on the baseline. Definitely try to run him. He's had some two-pointers, but you're not going to do any damage from back there. And I think it's playing into what Raul wants to do. Yeah, this is a Raul point right here. Good touch.
Well, trying to work the board, trying to take his time, almost a little too passive, never taking those few opportunities he had to play offense. Sam eventually worked his way back into it.
But I think that's what Marcelo wants. You know, I think he wants those body blows. I think he, fine, we lost a one-pointer, but look, you have a quick serve miss there. I think he wants Raul to just step on the gas, just keep making him hit ball after ball after ball. We got 5 minutes left. That's a lot of time for Sam to have to survive.
Oh, not a good drop shot, but an even worse approach. 57-53, 123, 118 in the overall. Last 5 minutes of men's singles. Doubles coming up after this.
He's running on fumes.
Do you put Trey Mallory in here? 4 minutes left.
He's ready. I mean, yeah, this is tricky. I mean, it's tough to put someone in cold, but also, I mean, I've seen a little bit of a drop in Sam's game, understandably so. I mean, he's played 28 minutes. Is that what it says up there?
Bad drop shot. Hands him a +2. That is a huge +2 in a really critical moment. Unnecessary as well. He's been working points extremely well. That is not the discipline Marcelo's looking for.
Yeah, I just watched him. He's over there barking at some kids. I think he's looking for a cliff to jump off because he's going, hey, I just need this guy to be solid. And he's trying to drop shot. Look, you can see him over there. I think he's reliving it with anyone who will listen to him. By the way, you called him calm earlier. That's the first time anyone has called Marcelo calm.
Well, relative to what we've seen in the previous weekends, he's been extremely calm today. We live in a world of relativism, right? Another +2 in another critical moment. Somebody call Vicky's doctor. She's doing more push-ups. 61-55 for Tampa in the men's singles.
Yeah, Marcelo, I think I just heard him say I'm going to call a timeout. I wouldn't. I think Sam's tired. I don't want to give Sam a minute. Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
I think it's more to reorganize Raul. It's not a Sam thing.
It could be.
Hey, you're going to stick to the most basic tennis you've ever played in your life, okay? Because right now, it's about heart, mind, and balls, okay? 3 minutes and 17, only 5 points, okay? Let's see who's got more balls, okay?
So you wouldn't want me to open a winner if I have a chance?
No, if he has the chance, but it's gotta be a clear one, okay? The thing is, he's attacking the backhand quite well, and he's making you move a lot, okay? So I would love to see some high balls to the forehand, okay? Middle forehand. But here's the thing, when he's playing from really far back, that's when I want you to step in a little bit, okay? Doesn't mean going bananas and going for it too much, okay? Like, you go through the body heavy, force him back, and then open the angle with maybe even like a soft angle, okay? Because he's parking his ass back there, just making balls, waiting for the opportunity. The backhand he's not missing, okay? 1 point at a time, basic. What I want you to imagine those towels that I put, okay? You're gonna play through those lines. I have zero doubt you're winning, zero. Let's go.
Thoughts?
He said heart, mind, and balls. That's tennis balls, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just making sure. Family-friendly show.
That's going to send Marcelo to go really talk to some kids and vent a little bit.
Yeah, those poor kids over there.
So why is this so important? So we do have the overall score where Atlanta is leading by 3. But in order for Atlanta to clinch the title tonight, they need to not only win the overall duel, they need to win 2 of the 3 matches. They've won women's singles. If they win men's singles and then go win in the overall at the end, they clinch the title. And that's why this is so important. Not to mention $4,000 on the line for whoever wins men's singles too.
Yeah,
just on the side.
Yeah, just throw that in, a little $4,000. And I like what Sam did there. He looked at the clock and he served that with 2 seconds left. He needs to take his time, catch his breath. He's got the lead. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. How many times?
It's either 64-57 and now it's 63-59. That is an absolute heartbreaker. With 2 minutes left. I mean, is that how a championship's going to be won? Great touch.
Great play. Raul preventing the +2. We have clean winners. A clean winner counts as +2. More than likely, Raul was going to lose that point. He accepted it, so he did not give Sam the opportunity to get a +2. And it works it back to even. So 64-60, minute and a half. This is huge. Saturday night, what else would you want to watch?
I mean, this is what it all comes down to. Sam actually has 12 two-pointers, but that serve has been a little bit of a liability. Raul, that's not the consistent tennis. Marcelo just grabbed your shoulders for a full minute and said, I want you to be rock solid, and he just went laser beam on the +1. I can see it, Marcelo. He's almost in the stands now. He's almost sitting with the boys. He's no longer calm, like you said, JY.
I think this is Sam trying to just take his time, work points.
I think he's
oh, wow.
That's a big one.
Huge point with just under a minute left. 66-60. Tampa trying to play spoiler. He's looking at the clock.
Use the full time. Service with 1 second left, which he has.
Wow.
Ooh, that was tight. That
+2. Is that going to be the dagger in men's singles? 68-60. Dream crusher, Sam.
Yep, crushing dreams. Okay, this men's one is done, and it's now 130-129 Atlanta in the overall. This is going to come down to doubles. Another two-pointer.
+2. Is he going to walk off? Is he going to try to time it?
They're exactly the same. He can end it right now. He doesn't have to serve.
I don't know.
They are perfectly lined up. Tampa up 1 going into doubles, splitting the matches.
Oh my gosh. Everything will come down to doubles for Atlanta. What a performance. just when you thought he's tired, Raul tried to work the points and play consistent and solid, but Sam really stepped it up.
Yeah, 14 two-pointers. I don't know what the record is, but that's really good. He played a long time. And again, I thought he was getting tired, which in the middle, he kind of was. And in the end, he came up with a couple drop shots. I thought Raul did a great job of keeping it close and being solid. There's a volley to shut you up for what you were talking about earlier. But Sam did an awesome job. He had to play the whole time. He had to take it all on his shoulders. He had a ton of pressure at the end. And not only did he get the men's win, but he actually extended the lead. And now we're going to doubles with everything on the line.
Great performance, and he's going to take a second and talk to Kelly Kroll.
He is. We're letting him catch his breath, but all he could do is go, whoo! I mean, what a match, Sam. How did that feel?
It feels great. You know, I mean, I came out, I trusted myself. You know, Elena gave me some great coaching. She really helped me back myself, you know, in those moments towards the end where it got a little tight. And I feel like the team really brought the energy. They, you know, as you can see, I'm tired, right? So I was able to feed off their energy, so they did a really good job.
It seemed like you were raring back for everything you had left in the tank. How did you find that last gear?
I mean, I know we have to win out. There's a chance to win, you know, to be in the race, and so there's no better time like the present, right? So I just brought everything I had.
You made it count, because this doubles is going to come down to what?
It's going to come down to our energy, us being the bigger team, and just playing, trusting ourselves.
We can't wait to see it, Sam. That was so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you guys go. Sam Frizzell pulling it out for Tampa there in the men's singles. We have doubles coming up next, starting with the women.
Titles on the line, but the Dream Crushers are here. We're right there. Sam steps in, trying to help his team out after they lost to women's singles. 27-19, great start. Kevin King just couldn't play as well as he wanted to. Tight one, 23 all, but then 20-18, the +2s when they were down in that third vault. Sam Frizzell really stepped it up, and we look at the combined score with the title on the line. It all comes down to this, 131-130. Can Atlanta do it when we come back with doubles?
I know I'm a woman coach and also I'm the youngest, so it's always different, I think, and pretty new, but I just think that you can give a chance to everyone. My name is Jelena Labar, and I'm coaching the Tampa team. So I started playing tennis when I was 4 years old in France. My dad started to coach me. I just had one coach when I was 10 years old until now. I still have the same coach in France back home. And I love tennis. It was more like a fun game. No competition at the beginning, and I started to like, at some point, when I was 16, I realized I was pretty okay. And I just decided to do more competition and take it more seriously. I think my coach made the person that I am on the court and off the court as well. He impacted me a lot on technique-wise, but also my spirit, how I fight on the court. I felt that confidence builds trust and shows build performance. That's the most important for me as a coach, to make the player understand that I understand them. It's not only being a player, it's also a person. And any little win, we have to celebrate. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a small win for them or a big win, I will always support them. When I was 17, I just decided to go to the US. I saw a lot of players going there and getting scholarship to play in the United States. When I came to the US, I was not speaking one word of English, so I arrived in Columbus State University, and it was way different than France. Also was just after COVID, so when I had to learn English, they were all wearing a mask. So it was really difficult to communicate, actually, first of all. So I was a little bit questioning myself why I'm here. But then after, it started to be really fun.
Welcome back to championship weekend at the INTENNSE Arena. Sold out crowd, seats are taken, standing room only. We got the Atlanta Gladiators in the house, trying to see if Atlanta can clinch the title tonight. But Tampa is playing Dream Crusher right now with a great performance in men's singles. I'm JY and Jonathan Stokke. Man, this is fun.
Hey, I'm exhausted from the men's singles. Now we got everything to play for, starting with the women here. This is awesome, man. This is what we came here for.
So we'll lay out the scenario. So going into tonight, Tampa needed to win all 3 matches, men's singles, women's singles, and the doubles that's coming up to keep their championship hopes alive. Did not go the way they wanted in women's singles, so they lose their opportunity at the title, but they can still play Dream Crusher. Jacksonville's rooting hard for them, and by winning men's singles, they're one step closer to keeping Atlanta out of the title for tonight.
It's sad, but I know Tampa would love to send Atlanta home. Super upset tonight.
And we're gonna go down to the coin toss for doubles. That's about to get us started. And the Atlanta Gladiators with the honorary coin toss.
This is the start of our ladies doubles. Just as a reminder, if a player is being substituted off, the new player coming on has to return from the same side. For the coin toss, we have Emma and Maximus to help us out. Tampa to host, Atlanta with the call. Heads or tails? Heads is the call.
Heads.
It's heads. Atlanta to serve. Good match.
Women's doubles to get us started, 131-130. If Atlanta wins this match and they win the overall, well, considering the scoreline, if they win this match, they're going to win the duel, and they will be champions of the first season of Intense League. But Tampa, if they win doubles, they play Dream Crusher, and Jacksonville will have a shot tomorrow at 2 p.m. But that's a great start for Tanya, who's been the star for them today.
Yeah, and I think Atlanta's got a really strong women's team here. Delena's a great doubles player. She's a big serve, she's explosive, and then obviously Tanya's had a good night so far. Sorry, Delena, that's my fault. But I think Kate and right now Christina have an uphill battle, even from the start. I think it's a very strong team Atlanta's putting out there.
Christina Wozniak, Kate Sharabura on the near side. Christina, the Mississippi State grad. Kate here, Georgia Tech, moving a little bit too early. Delena caught her moving and then hit that return down the line for a +2 winner. Then you go back and serve on the same side. I think I just saw Sam Nicholson watching it back there. Just went away, but I wonder if he's keeping an eye on this, as Jacksonville needs Tampa to step up right now. Delana Hewitt, during COVID, professional tennis player, needed to find a way to make income working at the Amazon warehouse at night. But that doesn't show you determination right there.
You love to hear it. Big part of being successful is wanting it. When you're doing things like that and you're working hard, it shows you want it, shows you care. It'll be interesting for me how both Marcelo and Yelena use timeouts, right? Because neither one wants to get in a hole here. And so I think they're both, that's a big backhand.
Big return right there by Delana, sending it right back.
I think they're both comfortable, you know, keeping this thing close, but how much are they going to let it get away? 6-7 points before they want to slow it down or before they throw a sub in?
Do we see Cio Mendez at any point? Struggled in singles, has been the best player for her team the whole year by far.
Yeah, I thought she might come in for Christina. She doesn't have a racket in her hand, which means she's definitely not close to coming in. Yelena's talking to her right now. Maybe they're feeling out when they want to come in or what the strategy is. Obviously depends how the next couple points go. The tough part is that's such a slow serve. You're on defense and you're giving the net people a chance to move on it.
6-5 for Atlanta. Just under 8 minutes left. Men's doubles coming up next. Mixed doubles will finish this off. Great poach! Stokke doubles right there.
Hey, the best time to move is right after you had a successful move. Go again, Kate, right now. Ooh, it's a pretty good return. Uh-oh.
Ooh, thought Delana was gonna poach. Rule number 1, opponent hits a slice, you poach 100% of the time.
What a
move! Oh, it's the Sharabura show right now.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, do you think Tanya's returning line here? I don't. If I'm Kate, I go a 3rd time in a row. Guess what? I always want to go. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Do you think there's a different element where if they do go line and they just burn you, it's +2?
Yes, but also she just had 2 volley winners in a row. So, yeah, you're scared to give up 2s. I'm more worried about getting 2s in this format. And also, by the way, when people go down the line, I think there's going to be a lot of mistakes.
And another +2. Delana trying to play it the Stokke way, mishit that volley, good intentions. Kate Serber takes advantage, 11-7, 142-137. Huge backhand. Another big backhand. Big come on, and the big finish! The free agent coming in.
That's fine. You're not giving up one-pointers. Crucial right here. Tampa up 5 overall, up 4 in the doubles.
Ooh,
wow.
Good forehand
What a
return. Shoulder height back behind. That's tough.
Okay, JY.
Okay.
Is Tanya going down the line here?
No.
Okay, then where should Kate be? The middle. I'm good with it. I'm just getting
go. All
She
right,
did go. It's just an all
great return.
world-class return, Tanya.
Yep.
That's why you won singles. Too good. But I like what Kate was doing there, but that's what it's going to take. That's what she's making Tanya do, is rip a ball in the cross-court alley just to get by her.
Way to be ready. Delana tried to poach, and Tanya very fast to her feet.
Good
Way
lead.
to save that point, but not enough.
Good timeout.
Timeout by Marcelo.
Good timeout.
Okay, what we cannot do is dwell in the point that we just lost, okay? Easier said than done, but with this format is what causes things to spiral out of control. Played a good point, played a bad point. I want you guys to reset both ways and just get back, okay? Right now, what we need to do is either focus, especially when Kate's at the net, okay? She's gonna try to poach a lot. So I'm completely okay with you guys trying to burn her down the line, okay? Because she's always cheating over. Don't be afraid. Or rip the ball at her. A lot of times when we're trying to go cross court, if it's not a perfect cross court, she can put it away. Okay? On the serve, let's try to go more body to try to take any angles away. And try to be as active. If you guys are poaching and you're making mistakes on the poach, I do not give a crap. Because I know the more we poach, the more points we're gonna win.
But I can't poach if it's in the alley.
No. But here's the thing. A lot of balls are traveling and they get to the alley, but they're coming this way. You got the size and you got the reach. You got the reach.
Ah, that's why we couldn't spot the Jacksonville team out of their uniform, hiding amongst the fans, cheering on Tampa.
Incognito. And look, Sharabura poaching early. Guess what? She was 30 seconds of that timeout, right, with Marcelo. That's the beauty when you move, is you dominate their thought process. What do we have to do? Where do we go around Kate? That is the beauty of poaching. Not only do you get some 2-pointers, but the other team becomes obsessed with you, which is a great thing. I will say both coaches have called timeouts, and usually their team has come out and gone on a mini little run. Tampa up 4 overall in the team match. That ain't
Great serve by Delana to go body forehand. +2 for Tanya. 14-13, 145, 133.
Cannot slice forehand returns, especially right through the middle, especially when they're 2-pointers.
There you go. She made that adjustment. Topspin shot.
Did she touch it? Oh,
yeah.
He gave 2.
Yeah, I thought it was +2 as well. Atlanta now takes the lead in doubles, and they are tied in the duel. That's the tough part with Kate. She has a much spinnier forehand with the backhand. She can crush it. Oh, miscommunication, goes to the middle. +2 right back at you. They take the lead.
Literally every point right now is swinging the match. This is absolutely fantastic.
Go, 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 go. And that's going to do it. They're not going to get it in. That's right. So the shot clock does show who serves, and they had some confusion right there. And unfortunate, 16 all. Give the point back. Only 14 seconds in between points.
Yep, made her go. See, Marcelo told her to cover middle, even if she's outside the alley right there. You're giving up line, but it's a very tough shot to hit, especially with pressure. That's a great return.
Oh, man, her backhand just locked in.
Yep. Tough to change directions on that backhand. Oh, boy. Sometimes slow and high to her forehand gives her more trouble than pace.
For a lot of people, right?
All right, looks like Sion's not coming in. They're just riding it.
But do you keep Christina in? I think Sione has a bigger serve as they go into mixed doubles.
Yes, Sione might be saving energy for mix. It's possible. Shara Burr right now has been poaching and absolutely ripping backhands. The forehand's been a bit of, ooh. One pointer, tip the racket.
A lot of action on that serve. Delana just misses it.
I mean, every time I look at the scoreboard, someone new is leading. 152, 150 Tampa. Hey, you know what? From a position over there, I thought a two-pointer could happen, whether a pick-off volley or something. Sometimes missing wide, it's not the end of the world in doubles. Singles, another story. Oh, you got to touch that.
Oh, great touch, Tanya. +2, University of Texas alumni. Hello. That gets the ATL chant going. Oh, good move. Just barely tipped it. Missed it wide. Under a minute left, 24-21 in the doubles. What a serve, +2.
40 seconds. Atlanta up 4 overall, 5 in the dubs.
She went for it again. She's feeling it. Got a little bit of a lead. Why not? Men's doubles coming up after this.
Massive 25 seconds here.
Oh, did she miss it? She missed it.
Why an angle? Why did she go angle?
She mishit it. I think she mishit it. She took such a big swing. She just totally mishit it.
I about fell out of my chair there. What a great move. And look at that.
And just the emotion of that carried into the next point.
Tanya wants more.
Tanya wants more. One more.
Oh, wait. That's a point.
She touched the racket.
She let it go, right?
I don't know. We got to.
I'm looking at Sebastian. I think he might be looking.
We'll see. I don't know. We got to look at the rule book. But wow, right there. Such a seesaw back and forth. It's still close, but Atlanta has their biggest lead that they've had in a while.
Yeah, I mean, look, Delana and Tanya, great doubles team in the beginning. I thought this could get a little out of hand, and I thought Tampa actually did a great job. Kate early on, moving like an absolute animal. Look at that. I mean, that finishing volley was so brutal, but Atlanta did a great job hanging in there. Great timeout by Marcelo midway through. The beginning here, all the momentum was with Tampa. But again, both teams kind of did their job, right? Like, no one pulled away. It's still everything to play for, and that's really what you wanted from both teams.
But is that what you want from Tampa as you have Kevin King coming up? But before we get to see what happens there, we're going to go courtside with Kelly, who's got Tanya and Delana.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Tanya, what a match there. What was the difference down the stretch that you guys were able to come out with the win?
I think just getting used to each other in the first couple of minutes, getting used to each other's rhythm. I think we found our rhythm more towards the end, and also the crowd.
How about the ATL chants, Delana? Was that nice to hear?
I actually really liked hearing that. It was nice. Really pumped me up, got me going.
How about this one? When she's at the net doing her thing, how does that pump you up?
Makes me feel good. I don't have to do anything. I have to put the serve in the box. She's all over it.
Say butter serve.
Butter serve. Like.
Yeah, enough said. Ladies, thank you. Enjoy men's. We've got the men's doubles coming up next.
We'll see. Does Kevin King, is he the difference maker? But for Tampa, you have Nori. We've seen him go before, the highs, the lows. He's going to want those highs today. I'm JY Obona, Jonathan Stokke here. Championship weekend. We're going to keep reminding you because that is what is on the line, and there's nothing bigger than that. Sure, playing for $4,000, no big deal, but that's okay. But the title on the line right now, Trey Mallory, Nori Smiles in for Tampa, and Trent Bride, who's really stepped it up in doubles. That huge kick service giving Kevin so many +2s to just set up right there. And these are the standings. The last 20 minutes, this is what everyone's looking at. Atlanta, by losing their women's singles, they're out of the championship race, but they can play spoiler. If Atlanta wins this doubles match and they win the duel overall, they can clinch the title. Jacksonville needs Tampa to win right now for tomorrow to be more meaningful than just cash money in the pocket.
And this is already, look, you talked about the kick serve. Look at King is in the eye. Trent hitting a big kicker. That's an amazing return.
Why would you go slice forehand with Kevin King at the net? Where are you going to go?
I don't know that Nori really thinks through a lot of these things. I think she's just Ripping ball.
That's the lineup right there. Huge kick serve. Kevin King just cleaning up there.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
Yelena, it's 9 points. I don't believe she called a timeout on the first one. I think Marcelo did, right? So she's got 2 timeouts. But first of all, Sam looks like he's itching to get in. You can't. I mean, you have to play offense. It's a tricky balance. That's what Kevin King gives you, the Kevin King problem, right?
All right, right now, with them serving, this is where they need to rack up points. They cannot allow Atlanta to serve. Kevin King, deadly server, but Trent with his huge kick serve. This is where you rack up +2s.
Oof. Great move by Trent. I gotta be honest, I haven't seen Trent and Kevin play together up close like this. They look more comfortable, and they definitely look like they're more comfortable taking the ball early. So they're gonna have to either come up with shots, Tampa, some unrepeatable shots, but it's only 10 minutes, so it's possible.
Huge forehand, tough to handle.
You're gonna need more of that.
33-26 in the doubles, 163, 157.
Look at this, coming forward off that good return.
Such great hands.
Oh! I like the look, though. I mean, you're in trouble right there. It's better than giving up a 2-pointer.
High formation here with Kevin serving. That's unfortunate. That's the setup they wanted. Just a little bit too far for Trent. Blocked it in. +2 for Trey right after.
I heard Claudio teasing Marcelo in between matches. He said, does Kevin King know you only get 1 serve here? Because he serves like he thinks he's got 2.
Well, that was the interesting development as the year went on. Kevin got off to a pretty terrible serving start to the season with just 1 serve. Everyone's trying to figure out what rule works for them. Huge forehand return by Trey. Got a little skin from Kevin. Missing Luke Jensen anytime we see some of that. But then he found that the bigger he served, the better he actually served and missed less serves.
Oh, come on. You just hit 2 great ground strokes. Trent was running away. No need for the angle. Amazing job by Kevin to hang on that first forehand. Great defense from the baseline. Yeah, that's tough.
That's a tough serve, and Trent's ready to clean up. Big fist bump from Trent to his coach. Marcelo's put a lot of faith in the Atlanta native in the doubles lineup. UGA All-American.
You wonder how much of that is the knee right there. How much of that is not being able to explode up or land. But again, with a 7-point deficit, Atlanta up 7, I started thinking about that Raul neck cord. I'm thinking about that Shara-Burra missed volley. Those are 2 3-point swings. They could have easily done it. Every point is so crucial from this point forward. Great serve.
Oh, man. But that's not that easy of a shot. High one-handed backhand volley. It's not easy.
Pretty tough for Trey to hit a sliding slice around all of his teammates and coaches, too. He had no window to hit that.
And the serve faults just really holding Tampa back right now. Trey's only made 50% of his serves in the doubles, but he's returning so big that even though Kevin's so close, it's too much power to handle.
Yep, and if I'm Tampa, I know, Nori, just get the ball. Come on. You got to go.
No, I think Sebastian was actually going to give Nori a few extra seconds, understood that he was doing his best there to manage it, couldn't get the ball, and he still rushed the serve, got away with it.
Yeah, threw Atlanta off, actually.
That inside-out freaking shot. Why does he continue to go for it?
Right, so if we can't stop him from going for it, we got to stop him from hitting it, right? So Trey, hello, what is Trent Bride doing every time? He's taking the ball early, cross-court, and he's coming to the net. Got to touch that. So if you know he's going to go cross-court and rush the net, then we got to get Trey to start poaching on that ball earlier. We're at a 7-point gap right now. It's a great return.
Oh, Trey, you got to be up there. I mean, still great finish right there, but rule number 1, ball down on the return, you poach 100% of the time.
Look, but what is Trent going to do here? Take a cross-court.
That's just a good return. That's a good return, but I will say Trent's returning very well on the backhand side, just getting into a rhythm. They need to go more body.
You got to go body, you got to go eye formation and make him go down the line on purpose sometimes. You got to give him different looks when someone gets hot. That's phenomenal.
That's just a great volley right there.
All right, we're at 10. Yelena. Oh, yeah, there you go. Right on cue. That's my girl.
All right, good timeout, but Tampa, things are slipping away.
Okay? Think positive again. Play the same way. Whenever you got those inside out, don't go too much for those angles. Smack them. Inside, whatever. You guys are doing great. Huh?
Okay, bring your tossing arm a little bit higher.
I don't know. Maximum is trying to throw one. It has to be loud though. Wait.
Sometimes with sequence on the serving, we can get complacent.
It'd be very hard for me with Yelena there.
Yes, stay aggressive.
Very kind of her to say, oh, you're doing great. I would be like, if you hit one more inside out forehand, I'm just not only benching you, you're off the freaking team.
Right.
Like just too many stupid shots in such an important moment.
Yes. And again, it's not working, right? So great for her to point it out. But right now, I'd be like, hey, we're on a zero tolerance policy. You try one more inside out angle that doesn't work, and Sam's coming in.
In the words of another coach, non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
No forehand inside out angles.
Yep, you're not allowed to hit it. Great serve.
That's a great touch. That's going to drop in right there. Great touch in a big moment. Really good hands by Norrie. That's one of the things he can do. That's why he sometimes wants to go for these shots.
We haven't had many poaches from Tampa.
Well, how can you? Look at that's a pretty weak serve.
It is. I can't lie to you. But again, if you're stationary, the ball looks huge and your target looks huge. You never know. If he moves a little bit, maybe Kevin takes his eye off the ball. You never know. Standing there like a statue is not part of a winning game plan. I can tell you that. Jeez.
That's tough. They're racking it up +2s. You know, there was a moment in time when I was playing doubles with Kevin King. And same thing happens, slow serve, but just move, right? Just like you did. I got knocked out. I got a concussion. So, you know. Oh, man.
Interesting. He had a chance maybe to try to sneak it too. So now what are we at, 11 points?
11 points in the overall, 49-37 in the duel.
Hey, that's right there. That's Norrie's forehand volley. That's
is
a great serve from Trey.
That's a much better serve. Trey's actually serving bigger than Norrie right now. The one thing I haven't seen Tampa do is the I formation that Tampa's doing.
You cannot let someone ship in charge, especially in this format. Again, I don't think I've seen a planned poach. I don't even know if it'll work, but I know Atlanta's not respecting it. So all they have to do is return cross court, get two up at the net. They both volley well. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. It should be -5. You just hit the back fence.
Okay, 3 minutes left. Yelena's already burned a timeout. She can't afford to burn another one here before mixed. But this has to stay under 15 points going into mixed doubles if they want to have a chance.
That's great hands right there. I mean, it's tough. Norrie being in no man's land, hanging in there. 51-39, 181, 170. Thank you to everyone on P3 Sports Network, YouTube, and Twitch. Championship weekend, Atlanta. They win the overall doubles. They will win the duel. They will clinch the title. This is massive.
Great serve.
That's his biggest serve of the night.
Is there a reason why we waited 8 minutes into the vault to start serving for Norrie? Yeah.
There it is.
Why wait 8 minutes before we start dropping bombs like this? Makes a big difference. Look at this.
3 in a row. 3 biggest serves, 3 biggest points.
Yes, good rip.
There he looks set up. It's accelerating, but under control.
All right.
Great tennis. Tampa's loving it, bringing it back. 51-44, 181, 175. Last 2 minutes before mixed doubles comes up next. It's a more under control forehand, but great hands by Kevin. That's why you stand so close.
That's a good run, though, right there. It's down to 7 points overall. It was getting out of hand. Again, if this isn't single digits going to mix, it's still wide, wide open. Ooh, thought that was deep. I think Norrie actually checked out and thought it was deep.
I think that he wanted it to be called out. His eyes misled him.
You cannot slice a ball like that. Mental mistake.
That's why you hit it. Wasn't a perfect hit, but great. Are they going to count it as +2? They are going to count it as +2. No touch, big +2.
Great serve. Trey has served great the whole night.
He's played great today.
Yeah, that's good.
Good acceleration, under control, 54-47. Mixed doubles will be coming up to add on to these scores. Tampa trying to keep it closer. I was going to say, if another chip goes in, that's not approach.
You cannot. Thank God for Tampa's sake, but you cannot let Trent. Trent is just returning, coming in, looking like $1 million. It's a great serve again. Does Nori know he's allowed to cross that center line?
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
It's kind of amazing, actually, because Atlanta has played such traditional doubles, power downhill, and they haven't quite been able to put away. 30 seconds here. These are going to be some really important points now. 7-point spread.
56, 48, 186, 179.
Oh, no.
He got it.
I do think that Kevin's knee bothered him on that one.
Right there, he felt that.
Ooh, and is that going to impact mixed doubles? That's unbelievable. Great touch.
Well, why not serve body forehand for once?
He's just been chipping it, right? Every time he went forehand, he was hitting a nice slice there.
Man, Atlanta really stepping it up, but Tampa with some questionable strategic decisions in a massive moment with the title on the line. Man, Jonathan, I mean, it's mixed doubles is going to be coming up. Tampa has a single-digit lead, but we got highlights before we move further.
Look, honestly, a really weird 10-minute segment there. I thought Kevin and Trent did a great job coming to the net. They were playing downhill. Nori started off serving kind of slow. They were on their heels. And then all of a sudden near the end, somehow, Nori found his serve. Trey was serving very well. They were hitting good first balls, and they were able to hang in there. But early on, I thought actually Atlanta was going to put this away in men's doubles. And now we got everything to play for in the mix.
Everything is on the line. Single digits or nothing as we get to hear some thoughts from Marcelo, who's with Kelly right now.
Yeah, Marcelo, tell me what you thought about having Kevin King and Trent Bright out there tonight. They kind of, towards the end there, got back into that rhythm.
They did. I still feel like we fell short on some things. I mean, the effort was unbelievable. So, like, A+ with the effort and the desire, the dedication. I just felt like we gave a bunch of freebies, especially when it comes to serving. Kevin has been such a strong player in doubles. I just feel like today he's still kind of trying to find his rhythm. Hopefully he'll do any mixed doubles. Credit to Tampa, they made some good balls, but I feel like we're leaving some stones turned.
I was just going to ask if that changed anything for mixed doubles, what you were saying about Kevin.
No, I mean, like, the guy has paid his dues. You know, he's earned the team's trust. He's going to keep playing.
Marcelo, how do you guys close this out right here?
Say that again?
How do you close this out right here?
Putting volleys away.
There you go.
Making serves. Make serves.
Make serves. Put volleys away. That's what Atlanta has to do. It's mixed doubles, the final bolt coming up next.
Well, he didn't ask for a heart transplant. Showed a little bit of a smile. I'm telling you, that's a calm Marcelo right there.
That is. I mean, hey, look, he's enjoying the moment. How could you not? I mean, I can't even hear myself thinking here right now. Guys are trying hard. They didn't execute great. We got Tanya and Kevin. Ooh, interesting. Nuri Sion. I thought Sam was going to come in.
I would have thought Trey. I wonder if what they're hoping for with Nori is he does have that ability with his power, but the hands to clean up the +2s, but you also run the risk that you're down 20 before you blink.
Yep, and look, Atlanta honestly has been a little bit more composed overall, crossing the T's, dotting the I's a little better all night long. Yes, they have a 7-point lead to start. That's a tough one. That's a 3-point swing right there, right? But Kevin's in here, he's gonna battle. Look, he wants a championship, right? Like, he's gonna try to close this thing out himself, even if he's on 1.5 legs right now.
So for those of you just joining us, first of all, what the heck were you doing the rest of the night? It's championship title time here. Nori finally poaches. You shouldn't have listened to you. I told you, Stokke.
Exactly.
So for Atlanta, they won women's singles, lost men's singles. But if they win the overall team match and they win the doubles, which they're up 59-50 in doubles, 189-182 in the overall, they clinch the first ever Intense League championship. But Tampa, they are just clawing their way in, hanging around. They are trying to play Dream Crushers. They don't have a shot at the title. They just got a shot at cash and breaking souls.
Now look, nothing against Tanya. This is more a compliment to Kevin. But I would literally try to play 2 versus 1. I would almost, even if Tanya's at the net, I would almost want to hit every ball at her and say, you are going to have to beat us. I don't want someone who's so comfortable and accomplished in doubles like Kevin to get balls on his racket. Look, I mean, he's just got no, that's literally the exact opposite of what I would want. Playing both balls, 2 of them, let him just carve you up.
+2 right there. Great first volley and a great finish by Kevin King.
8 points. And this is where scoreboard pressure is going to start to pick up, right? 9 points, 8.5 minutes. They got plenty of time. Once we start getting down to 5 minutes, if they haven't made a dent in it, things are going to get very, very tough for Tampa.
And do you put Sam Frizzell back in, who was the best returner against Kevin King? Why did Kevin King play the least amount of minutes in singles? Because Sam handled his return extremely well with the backhand. So Nori here, this lefty to righty matchup, this is not what Nori wants. This is the matchup Atlanta wants. I think they have to suck Nori out, put Sam in. If you want to put him back in after they start serving again, fine. But they have to get out of Kevin King serving right now.
Yep. This is going to be tough for Sion. Yep, she's just laid on that thing all day. Ooh.
Just got a little lucky that Miss hit it into a spot where it's a little too far stretched
right,
for
now
Kevin.
Look, Tanya is not taking this line, right? Move, smack it.
Wow. There you go, force her to go line, misses it, 65-55.
Now this one, I get that Nori's probably going to hang out at home because Kevin's probably going to lace this return cross court, which is fine. Right on cue.
Great return right there.
Too good. Now this is where Kevin's tricky, right? You want to play Tanya, but look, he's going to be all over the middle of the court here, making the target look small.
Just go big middle. Great return.
Great backhand from Tanya.
Kevin's so active at the net. Close. Oh. Under 7 minutes, Atlanta trying to clinch the title, 196-187, 66-56. They need to win both of those score lines. Nori's going to have to hit a bigger serve. That's why they went on the run after he started to serve big.
All right, JY, I need you to take a deep breath here because I'm about to do some math. They're going to need about 5 or 6 two-pointers. I'm speaking about Tampa, if they want to come back. And you're not going to get two-pointers hitting slow serves and slow returns and guarding your alley. It's just not going to happen. At this point, it's all or nothing. I want to see them go for their serve a little more. Nori right there, that's got to be a forehand volley for him. It just has to be. These little one-pointers are great, but they're going to get one-pointers right back. We're just going to tread water back and forth, and they have a scoreboard advantage right now. It's 8 points. Nori's got to make something happen. I think he's running towards his alley right there. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. Even if you win 2, lose 1. We don't have enough time for that. Sion's got to crack this. Nori's got to move on the first ball.
That's the pressure of Kevin King just being up there, right? That she knows he can move. She knows that he's looking to poach and just overcooks that one. 69-58.
Tell you what, how good is Tanya's backhand? Nori absolutely laced that forehand return, and she just turned it right around. Sion had no chance to move. Really good backhand. But again, you see, ones and ones and ones and ones. We're just staying in that 8 to 10 point range. We only have 5 minutes left.
Do you call your last time out if you're Tampa?
I probably do, just so I can get everyone on the same page.
That's the matchup.
That return has been a disaster.
Nightmare matchup.
Timeout. Yeah, you called it. Good timeout.
Just return. He's just going there. Go inside out, inside in forehand. As much as you can. Don't hit your backhand.
Everybody Tanya.
Whenever, I know, but not only that. Also, whenever she's serving and she's so far back, watch her. But you can take more space, even more in the middle, and come back down the line. She's gonna be more scared if you show her that you're opening more of the court, okay? And then be there for a return. He's always close short on her backhand here, okay? When she returns here.
You're having some putaways, so here's what you do. Move your feet a little bit better, and every time you miss one, tell yourself, right decision, right decision. We got 5 minutes. Hey, look at me. Don't you dare doubt yourself. Don't you dare.
71-59, 201-90. Don't you dare doubt yourself is the message Marcelo wants to send.
Push the team. 5 minutes of tennis. 5 minutes. Tanya.
How do you like coming out of timeout to a Kevin King lefty serve if you're Sion?
It's a dream come true. Except for that one time that I got hit in the side of the head, but that's okay. Everybody else's dream come true.
A little false start there.
Serve clock. Serve clock will go.
And clock will start a little bit early, and I think Tampa will take every second.
Yep.
Timeout starts.
But when you call timeout, you gotta stop.
everything runs.
Time was correct. Replay the point.
She missed the return, guys.
I mean, the other time, but the other time it was not like that.
The return. So after the timeout, the clock continues to run.
But last time it was not like that.
So that's been continuous. So as soon as I say play, the clock will go. It's only at the start of the bolt that does it. So it's gonna be point for Atlanta.
And take pictures. Don't forget.
Time was running out.
So point for Atlanta right there.
We got it. Outside, T, outside. Be ready, girl. Be ready.
Sebastian had said play, and that's where we got the clock to start.
Now look, Yelena told Nori, no, he's just serving wide every time. But stand over there, he's not doing it right now. Is he going to have to hit another backhand?
There, okay, he moved early.
Good. Now I like it. Go middle with it, but I like it. I just wonder, you know, Sam was doing so well earlier. I wonder if he's uncomfortable in doubles. I had a guy who kind of won me a match by himself, and the guy hasn't even sniffed the doubles lineup. And this is, if I'm an Atlanta fan,
loving it.
I'm getting my fireworks ready, the championship t-shirts. They can smell it. They've earned it.
They're making their reservation at Benchwarmers.
Yeah, I want to know where they're going. Yeah, I actually want to know where they're going today.
Johnny's Hideaway.
Yeah. I don't know where that celebration's going to happen. But look, they've been composed. They've been smarter. I like the substitutions. You know, they're doing a great job, and now they got the scoreboard pressure, 4 minutes. You know I'm doing the math, 16 points left. I mean,
I like when you say that you're doing the math because I just stopped listening because I don't understand what you're saying, so I can just focus on something
yeah,
else.
there's 16 points left, and they are down 13. So you tell me how many two-pointers they need, JY. They've been like, come on, let's go for a serve. There, good. Okay.
And you see Sam Frizzell's in?
Yeah, why?
Did they put him in?
Why? This is too late. Doesn't matter. I wanted him in at like the 7-8 minute mark. We got 12 points down. Make a move, Sam. Yes, there you go.
It's unfortunate.
Bad luck. Good move.
You know, one of the things that Atlanta has done so well in doubles that I think helps them clean up and get a lot of plus twos is how much they go in that I formation, that hybrid I formation, right? And you see Tampa, they just have not done it once. They don't feel comfortable with a short amount of time. Atlanta's put a lot of practice in it to get it going, and it just makes it that much harder on the return side to race
whoever
it.
dominates the middle of the court dominates in doubles. So you can do that with your positioning at the net, which Kevin is a master at. You can do that by serving big through the middle or returning big through the middle. And if you look at those three areas and say, who's done that better in all three areas, it's clearly been Tampa. They've returned bigger and better. They've been in the middle of the court, and their serves have a little bit more on it.
79, 63, 209, 194. Atlanta needs to win both of those score lines to win the title. And so far, they are doing it.
Do we have a court storming protocol here for when this one? I feel like some of these Atlanta fans might be rushing the court here.
I'd love to see it. Let's not even talk about that rule. Go do what you want. Welcome to the Intense League. Great volley right on the back of the line. Can we see a miracle comeback with 2 minutes left?
All right, JY, look, 14 points, 2 minutes. Tampa wins this, 100 push-ups. That's how confident I am. I don't even... Great volley from Kevin there.
83-65.
.80 seconds, down to 16 points. Got to make something happen. There you go. That's making something happen.
That's what you need. Big
I would have liked it 9 minutes ago.
Well, 83-68. That's a bummer. Right? A minute left. This is going to be almost impossible for Tampa to come back, especially with Kevin King up there to serve. That's tough.
It's been a tricky return for Sion all night. That lefty kicker kind of getting out of her strike zone. He's got lefty junk on it.
Another one, Atlanta tacking on to the score, 85-69. Marcelo with his arms up. Atlanta's loving this with the sold-out crowd. Victory as the clock runs down. They are going to enjoy this one. Even with that poach, even with this extra rush, playing for pride right now. 3, 2, 1. And with that right there, Atlanta will clinch season 1. What a performance by Team Atlanta. Tough one for Tampa. They tried to fight and hang in there. The doubles, they just couldn't find it, Jonathan.
Yeah, Tampa fought like crazy. They made it a match. It was nip and tuck there the entire time, all the way through men's doubles. But in the end, like I said, I thought Atlanta looked a little more composed throughout all 9 bolts. They earned it. What a great team and a great coach.
And we're going to take a look at some highlights, but it's interesting. We thought with the 2 key pieces, right? Sion and Kevin. But it was interesting for Atlanta. It was actually Tanya and then Sam, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Great call by me early on. Yeah, it was very interesting. I was surprised Sam never saw a look in doubles just because of how hot he was. And just as a general rule of thumb, I like having winners in there. Nori with a few backhand mistakes, but like I said, Atlanta was playing downhill doubles. They were dominating the middle the whole night. Well earned by them.
Yeah, and just putting in Sam Frizzell a little bit too late. I understand putting Nori in there in doubles with the power that he has, the creativity to get all the winners, but it just didn't work out for them. As we look at the match summary, women's singles got things off. That's where Tampa was undefeated all season in women's singles. But Tanya, she came to play, stepping up after not a great performance last Sunday, 70-61 in women's singles, and that put them one step closer. Then when we came down to men's singles, Sam Frizzell dominated against Kevin King. Atlanta tried to throw Raul Garcia in there, but Sam picked it up, racking up some extra +2s in that 3rd bolt to give them the 70-60 win. And then when we got to the doubles, it was only a 1-point lead in the overall. Who was going to do it? 6-point win right there in women's doubles. Just so close. Tampa just couldn't find it. Delana with some huge +2s. And then in the doubles, 29-27, that was close, but slowly added to the lead. And then at 28-23 at the end, 85-72. As we look at the overall score, 215-203. Tampa, unfortunately, got knocked out of the championship race. Atlanta clinches the title. So for tomorrow, it's all just cash on the line. Still a lot of it, and it's going to be exciting. But for Atlanta, Jonathan, they have to be proud of their performance.
Hey, man, winning a title is so hard to do over a long period of time. You had different players, you had subs, you have all the adversity. Super, super impressive. They should feel great about themselves, and Tampa should also feel great about themselves. They were 0-4 a couple weeks ago, right? They've won 2. They lost by 12 points tonight, right? They're in 9 bolts. So you're saying every bolt on average, you're looking at 1.5 points. You're right there with the team that just won the championship. So super impressed by both teams, but Atlanta was very composed with a lot of the line.
And what was very interesting, so much energy in this arena, sold out, but never have these players play with so much on the line this season. And even though Sion was absolutely dominant, she was the best player, but she also needed to be the best player once again to give them that cushion going in the rest of the way. And you could see, it looked like the pressure got to her.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's tough when you know your whole team is counting on you. Like, hey, we can only win if Sion wins, or this is a huge part of our deal. And look, they lost by 9 there. Let's say Sion wins that by 9. Well, that could be the difference in the match, right? And that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of weight to have on your shoulders. And when you've gone undefeated for a long time, it's very, very tough to keep backing that up. And by the way, Tanya was a freaking all-star tonight. Like, she played so well, so composed, little ball machine there. So I feel like it was a little bit more of Atlanta winning it than Tampa losing it, but a great battle.
We'll go courtside with Kelly, who has the winning coach.
Yeah, we're trying to corral the whole team, but Marcelo, the first ever Intense League title. What does that mean to you and your team?
It's incredibly special, It really is. Coming into the league, I didn't really know what to expect. I don't think anybody knew what to expect. I really want to give a huge shout out to everybody that made this happen. When they first approached me, I thought, okay, this sounds exciting, but maybe it's going to be sort of like a club league. What Charles and everybody else accomplished is beyond anything that I've imagined. And honestly, Kelly, you know, like coaching all my years in college, I don't think I've ever wanted something so bad like this title. I didn't think it was going to be like that. I really didn't. But as the weekends went by and I felt the competitiveness, the quality, the crowd coming out to push us, it was so special. I really wanted to win it for the team, for the city of Atlanta. We don't know how often we're going to be able to play at home, right? Eventually we're going to be traveling. And it's always special to be the first one ever. When the league is completing 50 years of age, we're going to be able to go back and look at my picture and look at the interviews. Yes, Kelly!
We love Kelly!
And I'm really proud of the team because you get out of the way. We had some adversity with injuries. You know, Kevin played the entire season at about 50%, so much hard. RG didn't play last week. Ava has been gone for 2 weekends. So shout out to the 2 girls that came in last minute to try to help us. Tanya, again, was a superstar today. She's been a superstar pretty much the entire season. Feel bad for Mick, you know, our captain wasn't able to play, but it was a team effort. At the end of the day, all I do is be on the sidelines shouting and getting pissed off. They're the ones playing. I know that sometimes I get mad at them, but it's easier sitting on the sidelines and just telling them what to do, right? But shout out to everyone. I think what made it special is the quality of the other teams, okay? Claudio and Elena, they did a phenomenal job with their players. So it makes it more special because it was very, very competitive.
Congratulations, Coach. Go enjoy it with the team. We appreciate it. It was a blast.
My players.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we got to wrap up the broadcast, but I'll bring in Kevin King, right? Kevin, Tanya, what are you guys going to remember most about being the first ever Intense League title winners?
The energy was amazing out here. The fans were incredible. It was just awesome playing in front of them and playing in Atlanta. It was unreal.
Yeah, the crowd was money. The money was great. The crowd was money.
Well, I know you have a post-celebration party to get to, so enjoy, everybody. We really, really enjoyed having you guys here, and it was awesome tennis. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you to all the sponsors that have helped get this first season underway. Alta Tennis, Turner, Delicious, Emery, Body Armor, Boast, Solinco, Yonex, thank you everybody, Hardcore Tennis. Jonathan, just an energetic night. So much fun. Give me your final thoughts as you reflect on tonight.
I mean, Marcelo said he doesn't know if he's ever wanted something that bad. I don't know I've ever had that much fun watching a live sporting event. That was actually super cool. All 9 bolts. Everyone contributed on both sides. Good battle, good crowd. But congrats to Atlanta, obviously, at the end.
Yeah, just a great performance by Marcelo, especially after a tough Sunday coming back. But for us, we are not done yet. We are going to come back tomorrow. Huge match, a lot of cash on the line for both of these teams as they finish things off in our last event of the Intense season. 1:30 p.m. pre-search show, 2 p.m. start time. See you tomorrow.